the show business capital of the world, baby. It's Vegas. It's entertainment. We got so many superstars. We got so much fun. We got so much laughs. Who's ready to laugh? Who's ready to think?
Thank you very much. A pleasant good evening to you.
Let's kill it. Let's kill it. All right. Come on, Easy Paradise. Let's hear it. Give yourselves a big round of applause for coming out. Beautiful day today in New York City, springtime. Everybody enjoying the nice weather. Did you go to Washington Park and buy some weed from a drug dealer? Or a poet? Did you buy a poem from a write a poem guy with a typewriter? Support your street poets. Support your street artists. Support the painters. Support the drug dealers. Come on, they're small businesses. You gotta Venmo them for National Poetry Month. I'm very excited this week. Maybe you saw the KGB bar was mentioned in the paper of record. That's right, holla, the New York Times, everybody. And yeah, we were in the New York Times this week. I'm just gonna read the quote real fast, just to kind of refresh everybody. There was a great article about, that's right, Long Live Beckett's 432, R.I.P. Those who know it, come on, let's hear it. Let's hear it for Beckett's Townhouse.
No one knows.
Nobody knows because it was such a cool thing and now it's gone. You have to come here. All the Beckett people, we will take you at Easy Paradise. Come into the fold. You can read your poetry here. All right, I've got the reverb on my voice. Thank you, Kuzu Daddy. Can we hear it for Kuzu Daddy on the soundboard? We've got a lot of exciting performers tonight. The list is absolutely packed. We've got the Wolfman Librarian doing a featured set, everybody. Stay tuned for Philip Marinovich. Let's hear it for Philip Marinovich. Yeah. All right. Thank you. This is, I had this custom made this weekend.
You have Italian friends.
That's right. I got this in Milan from the same guy that does Jay Leno suits. It's single. It's a single. So yeah, thank you. Fede, thank you. I mean, you have immaculate taste, so it means a lot coming from you. We've got a Rupi Kaur possible slander.
No, it's a love poem.
It's a love poem to Rupi Kaur. From
Just in case we got the lawyers.
exactly, we have serious lawyers and on call. We have lawyered up in advance.
So you
Exactly. There'll be no indictments.
do defamation here.
There's tons of defamation. There's going to be libel and slander just going every which way. Just have a great time. Feel free to say whatever you want.
Yes.
All right, so here's the quote from the New York Times. Here's the quote. To read at those places like KGB Bar or the Franklin Park series, it's like you need a National Book Award or something. I mean, how many National Book Award winners do we have in the house tonight? Come on! You need at least a National. Don't even sign up for Easy Paradise unless you have a fucking National Book Award, all right? Take your Ruth Lilly Prize and get the fuck out of here. Because this is KGB Bar. So yeah, we were in the New York Times, everybody. No, I know somebody in the article, check it out. It's in the paper of record. It's about Beckett's Townhouse, 432 Hudson, and the end of an era. Can we just have a moment of silence for 432 Hudson? But the literature lives, everybody, and it lives here. And I hope you're publishing your own magazines because it's National Poetry Month, the greatest month of the year. And I like what Philip said, where he said, you know, T.S. Eliot was wrong. April is not the cruelest month. Are you crazy? April is easily like the least cruel month. We're liberated. We're free. Yeah, exactly. It's silly. It's fun. Spring is sprung. The cum trees are in full bloom. Your allergies are probably going ballistic because of the. You know, 80% of the trees in New York City are male. Wow. Yeah, it's toxic masculinity. That's what it is. That's what I'm saying. MCP MP3, everybody. Check out MCP MP3. She's gonna be playing some tunes. Check her out at the Olive Tree Cafe. It's National Poetry Month. I'm gonna read a quick poem that was written in Philip Marinovich's. Check out the Motley every Sunday at Torn Page. It's a poetry work group. I'll mention it again later. Every Sunday at Torn Page. Definitely go to Motley. Philip Marinovich is a brilliant, brilliant genius, teacher, And you should sit at his feet and just listen to him teach about poetry, because you will fucking learn shitloads. And it's every Sunday at Torn Page in Chelsea. So these are kind of notes. 1 to 4 p.m. every Sunday, and it's great. It's we're queering the New York school right now. So this is emancipatory disturbance, which is something that Philip said. Emancipatory disturbance. If Clintonville had a railroad, it would look like this. One Land's End cross-section, divisions of quiche waving past. How commodious, Ian's Favonius. All available doors stand clicked. Craig Ferguson firefighters trying to ban his books or put out his hair. 14th floor office over 6th Ave. You know it when you hear it. Wild xylophones, car crashing, sunny first rectangle logorrhea noodle. Purchase on real estate. This tiny fast-moving carpet, floor-to-ceiling moonshine Jamiroquai bag with half mushroom. Doing ketamine in the bathroom. It's all under control. I know it seems insane, but there's 100% precision here, okay? I took a mind class. Feeding the homunculus, dramaturg of the psyche and body of extant available middle cabin boy. Chris Elliott in office setting, getting to the good part. This time in class to write white buds, acne reception, blurt Rachmaninoff, Wonka cost sectionals, spendthrift vocalese, rolling 8mm 10 seconds after. Let's move away and have a body. I can't afford it anymore. Take a picture of my family. The cost of real estate is coming down. This yellow edible is making me emotional. Absorbing impact only at Jags. Taleb Kweli and Jon Stewart in Archilycus and Ajax and Helen and Achilles and Lincoln and Charlemagne the God and beyond the recent past. Bruce Hornsby and Jerry. Fucking Jerry, man! Jerry! Celebration Day, ice cream. My weird vibe is a static wall puncture. My weird vibe is a static wall puncture. We're puncturing your walls. We're puncturing the bubble of awkwardness and self-consciousness. And you are going to do a great performance. You're going to do the greatest performance of your life. Yes. We're going to elevate everybody. We're going to help you. We're going to support your art. We're going to give you applause. We're going to give you love. Because you deserve it. And getting up on this stage is hard. And you're facing your fear. And you're improvising. And you're bringing your heart and your hard-earned work. Exploit, not safekeeping and reduction, Western beef, venue, condensed milk. I moved into my own Hollywood squares. It was 1935 and sunny. Those years were only what they were, containing everything. Metal, cotton, brains, Q-tips, nostalgia, backlogged with remembering. Even as all things continue, Zamboni scramble felt like belly day. Who's ready for Easy Paradise, everybody? Yes! Yes! Thank you all for coming out. 2 drink minimum. It's 5 minutes performer. We've got a lot of great performers. We're going to get to everybody. We've got some music to start things out. Can we get a big round of applause? Can we get Iva and Maybell up to play some tunes for us? Iva and Maybell. Once again, 2 drink minimum. Thank you all for coming out.
It's just the same.
Hey there, good looking.
Check. Hello. I'm Eva. I'm Maybell.
It's our first time here, and we're gonna sing a little song for you from a Swedish band called First Aid.
There's a camera. Want me to hold it?
This is what Fireworks. I could have sworn I saw fireworks from your house last night. As the lights flickered and they failed, I had it all figured out. Why do I do this to myself every time? I know the way ends before it's even begun. I'm the only one at the finish line. I took a trip out to the frozen lake, and you felt so far away, but I could feel it washing over me. There's no escaping the harsh light of day. Why do I do this to myself every time? I know the way ends before it's even begun. I'm the only one at the finish line. Stood out on that beach in Chicago, woke up next to you on Silver Lake Avenue. Wherever I went, I always knew, till I didn't know. Why do I do this to myself every time? All the way ends before it's even begun. I'm the only one at the finish line. I could have sworn I saw fireworks from your house last night. April 17th, darlings.
Give it up one more time for Iva and Maybelle, everybody. Yeah! April 17th at Arlene's Grocery. Check it out. That really was beautiful. Thank you again for coming out. Once again, it's Easy Paradise, Open Mic Monday. 2 drink minimum, 5 minutes per performer. All right, do we have, can we get, is Surya Deer out there? Can I get Surya Deer to do some stand-up comedy for us? One of our favorites, great stand-up comedian, hilarious guy. One of our regulars here, coming back to do some comedy, get things warmed up for us.
Sorry,
Give it up for Surya Deer!
Oh my god, keep it going for Matt, everyone. Amazing, fantastic. Guys, I just found out my apartment building has a roof. I just found out my apartment building has an accessible roof. I didn't just find out my apartment building has a roof. Whoa, we're inside? That's crazy. I just found out my apartment building has an accessible roof, which is amazing. It's fantastic, dude. It's summer's around the corner. I can't wait. Can't wait to crack open a couple beers, dude. Go up to the roof, fucking kill myself. It's gonna be great. Can't wait. Oh, cool. That's my humor, too. We have a lot in common. Do you want to commit suicide together? It's awful. Terrible. It's weird. Like I went to the roof for the first time with my roommate earlier this week. He couldn't stop marveling about like the Manhattan skyline. All I could think about was killing myself. I'm not suicidal, but that's all I could think about. He was just like, "Yo, check it out. It's the Chrysler Building." I was just like, "Yeah, this drop would do the trick for sure. This height would definitely kill me." He was just like, "Yo, Surya, you could bring a girl up here." And all I could think of was me hurling my body off the roof while some girl just watched from the side. An audience member for my final act. I'm kind of the David Blaine of killing myself. How did he do it? And why did he do it? Doesn't his dad own Lockheed Martin? If I say my dad owns Lockheed Martin enough times on stage, he will buy Lockheed Martin. Cool, you guys are loving this.
Yeah, thermonuclear warfare!
It was April Fool's Day earlier this week, right? Did she say ni hao? Hee haw. Alright, that makes more sense than you speaking Chinese randomly. It was April Fool's Day. I had a pretty bad April Fool's Day prank played on me. I got a call from my ex-girlfriend saying she wanted to get back together. Woo! Oh, dude, pretty whack. Pretty fucking whack. Pretty uncool of my dad to impersonate my ex-girlfriend. What's even weirder was the fact that we had 2 hours of phone sex afterwards. What the heck, Dad? Yeah. Sex with your dad. Dude, you know what's even weirder? I fall for it every year. Even before I had a girlfriend. It's like, come on, it's just our little game. That's what my conservative Indian dad sounds like. Mom's just late, let's fucking party. I had a weird thing happen to me the other day. This girl, she said I looked cute. That's not the weird part. She said I looked cute, but she said, not in a fuckable way. You're cute like a kid. Yeah, I was like, what? I thought you said not in a fuckable way.
Yeah!
I took a risk, whatever. What a weird thing to say to someone, right? What a demeaning thing to say to someone. It's like calling someone a work of art, and then if you were just like, oh, what, like a sculpture of an emperor? Them being like, nah, like one of those fucking winged babies. That's what you look like. You look like a sculpture of a cherub. I just learned what a cherub was today. I'm very proud of it. Dude, fuck cherubs. Fuck cherubs, right? Wait, since when did having a cherub in like a painting become an indicator for like art history, right? Do you know what I mean? Like you'll see a beautiful painting of like a naked woman and then in the corner you'll just see a flying baby. What the fuck's that about? You know what made this portrait of Jesus Christ better? A fucking baby with wings in the right hand in the corner. You see paintings of wars and they'll have flying babies in them. Why? Get the fuck out of there, babies! Sometimes I like to think those babies are drones, you know? Back in the 15th century, you'd just be a farmer. You look up at into the sky, you see a swarm of naked babies. You're like, all right, Karen, get the fucking kids. We're going to the bunker.
Yeah.
All right, let me try and win you guys back. You guys fans of Yoko Ono? Dude, I really want them to make a Yoko Ono biopic. But only so they can make a sequel titled Yoko Ono Here We Go Again. Fucking Mamma Mia joke meets a Beatles joke. And it gets nothing. It gets zipped, not a bupkis. I guess you guys are more into Doja Cat and fucking Little Peep or whatever. Little Bo Peep. You guys like that? Yeah, you fucking like that? Alright. Cool, I'll go fuck myself. You guys have been electric. Get up for the next person.
Kicking it off with the hot takes on Renaissance art. Surya Deer, everybody! Check out, he's doing a lot of exciting comedy shows. Get out to the tiny cupboard. Get out there. Get to the Music Inn. He did a show at Music Inn this weekend. Check out Surya Deer's social media. All right, can we get Leona Godin up? Is it possible we get Leona Godin, one of our favorite performers here? Thank you all for coming out. Come on in, come on in. Leona Godin, do you want to sit?
I got it. I got it. This story is going back a million years.
Yeah.
In my early 20s, I moved to New Orleans with my best friend Indigo. Yes, her parents were hippies. But we went down to New Orleans and we formed a band. It was an all-girl band. We were called Down There.
Yeah.
We were in the South. She was the lead singer. I was the drummer. And, you know, we were kind of awesome. We were also kind of terrible. But it didn't matter because we were punk. And it didn't matter if we didn't play our instruments or anything. You know? We wore little vintage slips and Doc Martens and fishnet stockings. And the fucking New Orleans freaks, they loved us. And our very fourth gig was kind of a big one. It was kind of a big one. And, you know, we walk into this club, it's maybe 100 people, 150 people, and we had been playing in like little corner bars and stuff, and so we walk in, and I'm visually impaired at the time, so I can't really see very well, and my bandmates all run off. They all run off. The guitarist and the bassist, they just drop their instruments on the stage, they like plug their thing in, they're done. They're all warmed up. And then my best friend, who is still my best friend to this very day, Indigo, plays a total prima donna lead vocalist and is like, I'm going to the bar, I got nothing to do. And here I am lugging my drums in and I'm bumping into people and I'm like, excuse me, sorry, excuse me, sorry, excuse me, sorry. And I get all my drums onto the stage and, you know, I've only set my kit up like maybe 3 times before, and so I'm sweating, and it's not just because it's New Orleans, I'm stressing out, I'm trying to put this thing together, finally get it put together, and it's time to play, and I didn't even get a beer. And it's time to play because we're the opening act. And 2 songs in, my snare drum just flops right over. It just flops right over like a flaccid snare drum. And I don't know if you know anything about snare drums, but they have a lot of little like windy things, twisty knobs, levers, all kinds of shit to get the perfect angle for the rim shot and the roll and all that sort of thing. And I can't figure out which one I need to do to keep it up, so I'm like keeping it up with my fishnetted knees. And I'm super awkward, and I'm so uncomfortable, and I'm so self-conscious, and I'm so not punk at all. And I realized years later, I was like, I should have just let the damn thing clatter to the ground. Just like kicked it off the stage like my best friend was kicking her shoes off into the audience, you know. But I was so self-conscious because I did not own my blindness. I was visually impaired, but like the stigma of blindness was too much. And so of course I did not carry a cane with me. I did not have my white cane with me. And it would kind of hide in my closet. I had one. It would hide in my closet. Sometimes it would sneak into my backpack. And I'd be walking outside. I'd get caught outside in the dark, after dark, and I'd be playing a really unfun game of pinball with trees and fire hydrants and people. And I'm like, excuse me, sorry, excuse me, sorry, excuse me. And I'm like, why don't I just pull out the fucking cane? Why don't I just pull it out? It would make life so much easier. But of course I knew why, because as soon as I did, this stigmatic object would turn me from being a girl into some like unsexed, pitiable black person. It was toxic ocular centrism. But I didn't know that word back then. So years passed and I moved to New York City, and you know, I'm getting better, starting to own the blindness, carrying the cane around, but then the guys are the problem. You go out on a date and they're like, oh, you don't need that. You don't need that cane. No, put that away. Like trying to mansplain me or sighted-splain me. I like, you can put that away. You're with me now. So years passed and I finally meet this wonderful guy named Alabaster Rum. Has some fans. He'll be right up soon, I'm sure. And we go out on the first date with the cane, and he's like, oh my God, that guy just dove into the bushes to get out of the way of the cane. It's like, well, people are scattering in front of us. This is amazing. This is a magic cane. You are never allowed to leave home without that cane again. I'm like, yeah, there's lots of reasons to love him, and that's one. And I tell him about the granddad of all blind punks, and that's Jim Knipple. His book is called Slackjaw's Memoir, and he talks about how difficult it is to pick up the stigmatic white cane. But when he finally did, he said, well, people part in front of me like the fucking Red Sea. That's for damn sure. And so we laughed about that, and then we'll never agree who came up with this brilliant name for my cane, but we dubbed that day, well, since I'm telling the story, it was me, I came up with this idea. We dubbed my cane Moses. Because he parts the Red Seas of New York City pedestrians, and Moses he has been ever since. And Moses and I, we do okay. We get around, you know, and people do mostly get out of our way, but Moses and I are not above cracking people in the shins if they don't, because they've got their heads in their phones, smacking people on the ankles or whatever if they try and cross our paths. We have no problem, Moses and I, tripping people. We don't mind at all. And sometimes cars are parked on the sidewalk or they stick their noses into the crosswalk, and Moses and I find it very satisfying to hit the car. Thwack! 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 Because you know what? Moses and I, we're a couple of punks.
Bringing punk back, Leona, Godin, everybody. We're in the neighborhood where they invented it. I mean, KGB is basically the new CBGB, I think. I think literature is the new punk rock. I think we're turning people on. We're going to turn on this whole country. And I think with that, it's time to get to our featured reader, okay? Thank you all for coming out. Get ready to sit at the feet of the master. That's what we do. This next poet has lived an amazing life in poetry. He studied with Kenneth Koch. He studied with Frank Lima. He saw Angels in America on Broadway in 1993. In the original run. It's crazy. With Steven Spinella. And Ron Liebman, I think, was in that, maybe? Tony Kushner. But he also, okay, so Philip Marinovich is a magical person, and he's magic. And I was coming into the open mic about a month and a half ago, and I'm walking up, you know, the steps, and I'm coming in, and I hear, Matt. I turn around, and on the stoop is Philip Marinovich. He's a magical fairyland creature, and he's going to bring some magic. And the other day, I was talking about Philip Marinovich on my YouTube live stream. You got to check out my YouTube live stream. And all of a sudden he appeared on the TV behind me as I was talking about him. So he's got magical powers. He's a genius poet. He was one of the original people involved with Ugly Duckling Press, New York Nights, and he's a great, great poet. Ladies and gentlemen, we're very, very honored to have him here with us. Go to Torn Page, go to the Motley every Sunday. Let's have a big round of applause. Let's have a warm welcome for Philip Marinovich, everybody.
I don't know who that is, but I'm Wolfman Librarian.
Oh, yeah, right.
And this is Jed Shahar on the piano. And we're the Wolfman Librarian Band. And this is called Painglish. Out of the evidence bag it comes. A primer in Painglish conversation. Out of the evidence bag, dosed with blood, comes the primer in Painglish conversation. This is called Painglish. How you talk, how I talk. What is it? What's underneath it? Wound grammar speaks fluent shell shock with ease. What does fluent shell shock sound like, Jed? I learned all about it last summer at the woodshed, but I forgot it as soon as the lockdown faded and all my nostalgia for that wood chipper long weekend ended the minute I tuned in to Painglish conversation. Charles, thanks. Good morning, Sergeant. Much impressed with the title. The policeman salutes. I wonder why country bobbies always direct you by pubs. Now watch. I'm going to pass that lorry. What a swerve. Bedroom slippers fold nice to lose one's temper. Bathing costume. Undies. Crockery. Cutlery. Sheet. Pillow ease. Pillow slip. Blanket. Motley. Blanket. Motley. Blanket motley, 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 getting patchy. Patchy with that bath towel, face towel to spare. Bring up children from the start to burn a living unaware.
Yeah.
New York postcards. New York for me. Cold War period. Cold Kennedy. Airport rooftop 1980. With Vladimir and Philip and Aunt Evergreen the redhead. Cold War ongoing. AIDS period. Balkan Wars period. Balkan family getting bombed by United States period. Most queer, prolific romancing with Mike, Ellen, Helen, Blake, Deepa, Anya, Irina, Patrick, Elena, Ethan, and Nathaniel period. Formation of the 90s, a planet that explodes as soon as it is created, period. I come from that planet called the 90s asteroid field. Stolen national election in Miami, Florida, period. 9/11 period. Friend exodus. You come from asteroids. I come from right here. The Big Bang and its afterglow. A cosmic microwave background. War in Afghanistan period. Iraq war period. Redeemer hysteria period. Occupy your time period.
Yeah.
Civil war without end. Nemesis hysteria period. End civil war now. Plague period. Recovery period. Relapse period. Recovery period. That's my New York school. And if you don't like it, put that in your New York school martini shaker and vape it.
Yeah. Bait.
Painglish 26, a game of bridge. Mary, in all the best conversation books, there's a game of bridge. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. Bourbon Bridge is falling down, my friend.
Yeah.
Must we? We must be up to date. I'd like the game of bridge, but I do hate spoiling it. Spoil me with lemonade, Bill. Spoil me with lemonade spill on the desk. Spoil me and spill my brains on the desk, Bill. Come on, Bill, let's get that in-betweenness going up in here. Let's get that in-betweenness between languages. Između jezika, Bill, ajde bre, udari to već jednom.
My name's Miranda.
Taj jezik je jester.
But I wasn't sure.
That jester is a tongue called jezik jester. Yesterday was better, says the liar from the conversation book of Painglish Index, sick in the vest with the heart coming out of it. Plop on the crosswalk, stop traffic with the wound bridge. The wound bridge between planets, going through asteroid belts, with that unbuckling traffic of piano keys, manic, with fingers, with hammers, with harpsichord strings, that Brandenburg beaming in through.
Yeah.
Shall we cut for partners? No! Family against family, it's more fun. It's just like Charles to say that. Just like Charles to promote a little Civil War trafficking. Chuck, sit down and have a drink, man.
Yeah.
What's on your mind, Philip? Mind is not a surface anything can be on. Your idea of a head start is to peg me until I can't answer your trick questions. Drubbing Earth, New York City, and outer space Sirocco, squirting sriracha out of all its sauce tubes. Midtown, New York City, East River Wind, are you in? Pineapple rings? Yes, I am. Thank you for asking, Romana Clef. How did you know that's my name? Who's speaking? Where is this poem? What house? What sitcom does your poem take place in? So I can place it in my mental swim on the living room bed, crawling through a pile of blue jeans and blonde corduroys and nasty bar chords from long extinct bands of the 1970s who played me alive, and now I can't remember their melodies, bouncing a freshly inflated beach ball across my forehead. My forehead, that great springy camping bed you peg me in sideways. It's so roomy in here in my bowl cut. The walrus clapping as his whiskers tickle my locks open. Now I'm a waterway, hurrah, congratulations on your transformation. Topping pizza with pine trunk abs. It's so nice to see Seahorse on the corner of Rabbit Delirium and Nowhere! The walrus claps, but he is not Uncle Walrus. For me, the walrus always means Uncle Walrus Moon Sun Eclipse putting on a Queen record. I mean, greatest huts, because each hut is roomier than the greatest bits. And Franco, the beloved artist, taught me about the butt hut in Texas. I mean greatest hits because Bohemian Rhapsody is on it, but also, how did Freddie know he was going to die young on that song? Teaching us how we each know we'll die young because nobody here is old. Nobody alive is old. You think I'm old or older than you, but the sky hands me a stick I tap you with gently on the left kneecap to remind us both kneecaps are natural knee pads and all we have to do is bend them and not kneel but sit together in silence, and Queen will start playing a reunion gig between our eardrums in the Third Ear Auditorium, opening with You're My Best Friend, closing in the shadows of the night. Let our candles always burn, let us never lose the lessons we have learned. We learned nothing but had a great time. You turned me into a trampoline. It expanded my idea of what is size and bounce and gravity's torrential tarantula of rainwater. And now the walrus splashes into the salty tropical waters of Arctic Antarctica.
Yeah. Woo!
Science project. I was her science project that summer. She taught me how to fuck by fucking me on top. Even though she saw me fall in and out of love that year with one girl and one boy. We were still young enough to be called that without disrespect. To this day, I still think of her moves when imagining being with a new man or woman. But we are all so much older now. Our bodies come with warning labels. Purple plastic squirting flour on the side of the lapel of the navy blue blazer. Now cool blue bleached and pulled from flames of Hell Beach, where the erosion, terrible in its disguises, teaches us how to fuck the way the sky did. When we were a younger skeleton that didn't creak like this Strawberry Creek running through Berkeley campus, where she did all this, where she didn't do all this. It was at Columbia between the snow walls of the blizzard of fall of '95 and the Butler Library stack magnolias growing through the books like they were supposed to, like we are supposed to interlock with our science project interlocutors and stay young, stay locked in and young without one ever being separated from one by an intervening infernal bodiless lockdown, spent walking up and down the vertical cliffs of apartment wall and brownstone and friend absence. English 3. Interview. The red room, red curtains. Red curtains. What are you hearing in there? Woo!
Yeah.
Cerveno, 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 cervje, cerven. Cervje, crvena stvar. Crvje, crvena stvar sada. I sada da završim. Još jedna pesma. 28. Touring. Rushing in with a letter. Isn't mother a brick? She says she'll have all the children for a week so that we grown-ups can get thick with custard in the skull. And that's how we became custard skull, 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 custard skull. And that's what Red Curtains said. to the bed we laid down on right now for a bedtime story called How. Woo! Thank you. Hell yeah. Jed Shahar on the piano!
The Wolfman Librarian, everybody. Philip Marinovich. Check out the Motley Reading Group every Sunday at Torn Page 1 to 4 p.m. Talk to Philip Marinovich. He's our guru. We sit at his feet and we listen to his teachings. We listen to what he has to say. He teaches us about God. One more time for Philip Marinovich. And the piano. What was the piano player's name? He did great. Well, that was fantastic. Guy. Yes, thank you. Jed, and thank you for telling us what the curtains had to say as well. That was like important. That was very important information. One more time for Philip Marinovich. Check out the Motley, the Wolfman Librarian. I'm sorry. All right, can we get Abby Earth? Is Abby Earth out there? We're going to keep it rolling. We've got a lot of great entertainment. We're just getting started here. Once again, 2-drink minimum and 5 minutes for a performer. If you want to sign up for next week, do so at Easy Paradise Mag. Get in there early. It's National Poetry Month. Abby Earth, everybody.
I can't see anybody. Hi. It's my first time here. Yeah, thank you. I'm an actor, and I don't know why I'm so nervous to be performing in front of people. But my creative writing teacher told me I should perform here, so I'm doing it. Okay, I'm gonna read a prose piece, I think, about what my childhood was like in Texas.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Texas always tasted like Dr. Pepper, sweet tea, and fried chicken. My throat was dry with chalk dusting from white rocks. Rolling around on my living room carpet, I knew when I was old I'd want to go back and be 7 again. Rubbing my face against bristled carpet, the cedar office my father never used, a BB gun sitting on the top shelf, a Dell computer, and the faintest memory of hearing the internet being turned on. My swing set, looking up at the sky with a sense of determination. My tiny world kissed me goodnight with the sweet voice of my mom saying she loves me, and my dad helping me read through the Harry Potter series. Standing in front of my mirror, trying to make the left side of my hair flip under just like the left side, it kept wanting to flip out. I felt my first ping of puberty rage, mad at myself for the inability to change the way my hair grew. My dad was an army doctor in the Iraq War of 2004. I knew a lot about the war when I was barely 4 years old. My mom lied to me to get me to go to sleep. George Bush will come by in a car at 8 p.m. to make sure you are still asleep. If you are still awake, then he will personally take you to prison. Osama bin Laden is dead. We killed him. We have a new president, and his name is Barack Obama. He has a daughter your age. Pee running down my right leg while my dad bent down over to yell at me for painting my Barbie Jeep. My mom asking me why only Barbie and Ken were naked. They were getting changed, of course, in the bathtub. Yeah. My aunts coming to visit, falling asleep in their arms with their acrylic nails tickling my back. My cat falling asleep on my feet every night on top of my high school musical blanket, to only wake up in the morning with her extended, relaxing on my tiny forehead. I'm gonna name her Melissa. Her little head stuck in a planting pot falling off the shelf near the stairs. The pot was fine. Melissa's tiny head was perfect. Tornadoes, green skies, meeting with the school counselor. Each 3 months would be a new fear and obsession. What if this happens? No one knows how to diagnose OCD in a small town in Texas. She's just afraid of tornadoes. She's just afraid of being arrested for drawing on someone else's paper. The vice principal and the janitor were fucking. 2nd grade me saw them old-fashioned necking in the cobby room. When it snowed, we got yelled at for being excited. No sir, yes ma'am. It's 113 degrees and I am so confused. Okay. Yeah.
I have one more poem. Okay. There's a video circulating the World Wide Web of Quentin Tarantino singing along backstage to a Fiona Apple concert. Fuck off, Quentin. Kiss me, Fiona. I want to be the princess, the siren, and the virgin. I want to look like Bella Hadid. I want to be beautiful and mysterious. I want to be a genius. But I'm the ingenue. I look like my dad. And I wear my heart on my sleeve and laugh loudly a lot. I misspelled Ophelia multiple times in an essay my freshman year of college. My cat played the piano the other night. It was at 3:26 a.m. He played a beautiful piece that ended with a meow because he is a cat and that's the sound cats make.
Yeah.
All I wanted was to be adored over red candlelight while the rain was slowing down and the balcony on the corner of West 80th and Columbus looks delectable. Fresh linen, pot, a chandelier, and a fresh notebook. I either think I'm God's gift to mankind by being the hottest bitch alive or I'm the most disgusting creature to slink around. I'm not manic or anything, just 21. Grazie, grazie. Thank you, everybody.
National Book Award winner Abby Earth. Everybody, Abby Earth. All right, can we get Miranda Kelly? Is Miranda Kelly? Let's get Miranda Kelly. I think she's going to read some literature for us. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you for hanging out with us. We got a lot of great talent. Miranda Kelly.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Hi. Let me just pull it up. It's in my photos. Okay. Hi everybody. I'm Miranda. This is also my first time here reading, and you really can't see anybody. That's so strange. Okay. I'm just gonna read a poem that I wrote, and it is entitled "An Evil Stepsister's Take on Love," and it begins. Our eyes flicker with what seems to be the dancing flames of candlelight. An air of elegance perfumes the room as a golden harp underscores the soul-fusing stairs. Rubies and pearls drip down from grandiose chandeliers, creating a constellation. It lights the pathway from me to you. I fall in love with the idea of falling in love, with the potential of what could be. I fall in love with how they might hold my hand, fingers casually and comfortably intertwined with mine as we drive through the city, how it would feel to hug them in a navy blue cable knit sweater. Last night, for the 486th time, my roommate's tarot cards told me, love comes when you least expect it. It finds you when you stop looking. I hate them. No, really. I'm ready to rip them up into little shreds and assert my dominance over tiny pieces of paper covered in cartoon mermaids. I have begun to try to trick the universe. I tell it that the idea of someone knowing my coffee order is absolutely appalling. I tell it that the mere thought of someone baking cookies with me at 3 a.m. as a fireplace soothingly crackles makes me physically ill. I walk the city streets, palms directly over my eyes, the physical representation, the living embodiment of not looking, and I pretend for the 485th time that when it comes to expecting it, I am least. And yet, the following stanza will be read in a beautiful yet strained period drama-esque voice, resembling that of a Jane Austen heroine. Here I am, 21 years old, with no prospects and no dowry. I just want love to come to me. I want it served on an untarnished, diamond-encrusted silver platter, and I think my soulmate should be on that platter too. Alive, obviously. I long for the day that potential becomes kinetic, the day that my imagination is in line with my reality, the day that I'm no longer falling in love with an illusion, but coming to love an actual human being. An actual human being who just so happens to be the human being that I have been wishing for my entire life. And that is it! Give it up for Miranda Kelly, the love poem, the love poetry.
April is all about love and birth and renaissance. And write your love poetry. We love it here. And read it. That's what life is all about. Gather ye rosebuds as ye may. All right, is Sydney Bradley in the house? Can we get Sydney Bradley? Are you out there? It's Star Search time. Maybe next time. Maybe next time for Sydney Bradley. How about Rebecca North? Are you out there, Rebecca North? Oh, how dare you. How about Amelia Gorman? Do we have Amelia Gorman? I heard a gasp. Is that a yes? Oh, no. Here comes Amelia Gorman, everybody. Give it up.
Hi, I'm Amelia, and I want to tell you about something that I saw today. I almost wasn't able to tell you what I saw today because I walked right over them at first. But then I heard fluttering, like the whispering of secrets. So I turned around, and there they were, hundreds of pages of the New York Times scattered all over the concrete on East 12th. The president was dead. He had been shot in Dallas. Dizzy fear sped up through the decades and through layers of years. I felt it all. Time holding its breath, the end of American myth, the beginning of a lawless scavenging for identity, cold panic of a tetherless nation. I tried to ration with irrational facts. The pages were yellowed. The last century has been draped in a flag and replaced. But here was the news, at my feet. Bloody words that once traveled across highways as if they were veins. And the only thing keeping 50 disparate parts together, besides a dream that could end with the pop of a gun. I wish my great-grandparents could have seen what I saw today. Heaven. It's a place where the great family dynasties are anonymous, and the regattas go on all night long, sails twirling and collapsing from the winds of avoided tragedy. I saw where the killers go. I saw a play. I saw a ballet. I tell you all this because I want you to know. Life's a bitch, and then you're shot in a theater, in a city that's not yours, on East 12th. And yet, the regattas sail on, the New York Times puts ink to paper, the ballerinas spin. Thank you.
Amelia Gorman with the Murder Most Foul-esque Kennedy assassination poem. Yes! Maybe we'll do a Kennedy night or something. For the pictures, if you're taking pictures, there's always a crack. Also, I have chapbooks for National Poetry Month, so see me, and we'll get the chapbooks out here. All right, we're going to keep it going with some literature, I think. Here are my chapbooks. I've got the sex chapbook, too, if they don't bring that one out very often, so get at me. You want that? All right, all right. Can we get Natalie Zoff? Is Natalie Zoff in the house? All right, let's get Natalie Zoff up here. Very excited, I think, making an open mic debut. We love open mic first time, so come on out, tell your friends. We love all new performers, and we want to support your art and get you networked in with the scene. Is Natalie Zoff? Okay, Natalie Zoff, everybody.
Hi, thank you. Yes, we are first timers. This is my brother, Ori.
This is my sister Natalie. It's a common mistake, but yeah.
And we're gonna sing an original song. Thank you. By this lovely man, and it's called Reverie.
I'll try to picture yeah, okay. Something like that? Yeah. I'm just trying to count. I'm trying to help out. Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna go solo sing. All right.
There was never any desperately to know whose side or fall astray. It took you by surprise to look into my eyes and notice I was looking back at you until we meet again. I've got no thought left to spend. My heroes are all pretended to memory, just memory.
Beautiful. One more time for Natalie Zoff and her accompanist. Fantastic. Her brother. Wow. It was a family. Do we have a Spotify? Let's get it.
Yeah, it's Ori, O-R-I-Z-A-F-F, Zaff on Spotify. Yeah.
Check out the Spotify, Ori Zaff. We're making a Spotify playlist of all the open mic artists. Yes, so you'll be able to find everybody and listen to them in your daily going about, in your commute. Exactly. It's local. Listen to local music. You don't need to listen to The Weeknd.
Oh yeah, they don't.
You know? They get enough. Listen to MCP MP3 for crying out loud. Go on to Spotify. Listen to Ori Zaff. Right. Ori, I'm sorry. I get a lot of names. Is Annabeth Mann in the house? No? Alright, let's get Annabeth Mann.
Who said no?
They want to be here. Alright, I'm super excited. Where are they? Oh, they're coming out of the... Oh, yes, comedy time, everybody. Get ready to laugh. Annabeth Mann.
Thank you all for being here, and thank you, Matt. Let's see. My last name is Mann, which is doing pretty great as a gender. I love having my last name. As a man, I feel really confident saying a lot of stuff, all kinds of things. Pregnant schmegnet, let's make love. I'm not ready for kids. I'm only 35. Running at night is the best. To say. As a man from a Midwestern family, I recall being very upset when I learned that a man couldn't marry another man because I was really in love with my cousin. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. Yeah, you too? Where are you from? You from South? Texas, yeah. Yeah, I was really in love with my cousin, man. And then a few years later, it turns out, oh, a man can marry another man, except I still can't marry my cousin. It just isn't fair. Like, my uncle did it, you guys, and my cousin turned out really great. He's a fitness TikTok. You can look him up. Paul Mann. It's been about a year since I came out as some form of gay. Thank you. I've been using the prefix bi, but I think I'm really pan because of how I heat up really fast whenever I talk about it. I don't think I'm ever going to come out to my grandparents, though. That would take me from pan to cast iron skillet. I'm not ready for it. I think my grandma in Texas would rather me date another family member than another woman, which is why I joined a sorority in college. It's like, I know it's gay, but at least she's my sister. That should count for something. I would never date my actual sisters, though. Our star signs aren't compatible. My first kiss with a woman was in a woman's restroom. Yeah. I'd been wondering for years why women were going to the bathroom together. You guys, it's for kissing. It's for kissing.
Sometimes they poo.
Yeah, they do that too. Shitting and kissing. Those are the two things. You guys know how the CDC, they say that you gotta wash your hands for 20 seconds to make them clean? And in order to reach that goal, they say that you should sing happy birthday not once, but twice. Yeah. I think that's a terrible song choice, perhaps even discriminatory towards Jehovah's Witnesses. Yeah, so I came up with a better song choice that I think we can all get behind. If there are any musicians that would like to even come up here and harmonize with me, I would really. Yeah, you'll do a tenor? Okay. Yeah, that's the low one. That's the low one. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so this is Unholy by Sam Smith and Kim. Flash and then. Mommy don't know Daddy's getting hot. Yes, has the body shot. Make sure you're stopping. Doing something unholy. He sat back while she's dropping in. She'll be popping it. Yes, while they put it down slowly. Oh, we hope. Get under your nails, everyone. He left his kids at home. We know. So he can get that. Mommy don't know Daddy's getting hot. Yeah, at the body shop, doing something unholy. Squeaky clean, you guys. Yeah, that's all you gotta do, and you have to sing it out loud, or else it doesn't actually work. Yeah, I am. I find it hard holding a mic as well. I like this stand. I like that it's on a stand. My arm's natural, normal position is kind of like this. You know, yeah, it's comfortable. You know the eagle pose in yoga. It's kind of like the eagle pose. And bald eagles, fun fact, are the national bird of America. Yeah. So I like to think that this is a very patriotic stance. Could you imagine like a social studies teacher being like, "Okay, kids, positions." I pledge allegiance to the flag. No, I need to stop doing the Pledge of Allegiance at mics. Every time I get up here, it's like I get possessed by my middle school social studies teacher. In 8th grade, my social studies teacher, he got a boner in front of our class. Yeah, he was teaching early American history, and kids were like pointing and laughing, and I had no idea what it was because I was in 8th grade and I was just staring at it the entire class. Like, you guys, I think he has a hernia. Should we call somebody? My teacher was like, "Don't call anybody." No, it's okay. It turns out he just really loved early American history, the colonialism part of it. Yeah. American social studies teachers, they approach teaching history like a dentist approaches cleaning teeth. Just whiter, goddammit, whiter. Yeah. I know what a boner is now, but I don't really know what happened on the first Thanksgiving. I can't figure that out. I'll leave you guys with this. I was sexually harassed by my first boss in comedy. He told me that he wanted to spank me, so I told him that my grandpa died. Which he didn't. He died a year later. And that's what I call manifesting. Yeah! I'm Annabeth.
Annabeth, man, is naturally funny. Give it up one more time. For the incest humor. Ooh, I don't know. Annabeth, man, everybody, that was hilarious. All right, I gotta hear this Rupi Kaur. Are we ready? I think it's time. Who's ready for the lawsuit? Let's get it. We're lawyering up. Let's get fitted. Straight from the penthouse party.
I'm a little drunk, so I need some time with this.
She got it. Oh, nice.
That's cool. Peter, help me.
He's my assistant. Thank you, Peter. Okay, I'm gonna do something very far from love or heartbreak poems tonight. If you like, you may want to record this, then I'll explain. But first, I want to congratulate Matt. Truly, this open mic has been growing and growing. The popularity is blooming. We're like a commune, a fucking state within the state. The autonomous kingdom of easy paradise. It's so great. It's, no, how you say? It's fantastic. And I was thinking, in case we go viral, let's say we go viral tonight.
Yeah.
I gotta take the chance to go viral with this poem because I need to do justice to the poetry community, to our poetry community.
Yeah.
So here it goes. An ode to Rupi Kaur. Rupi Kaur, you suck. Rupi Kaur, I give you a chance, the benefit of the doubt. I bought your book, I did read it, and I puked on it and wiped my ass with the remaining neat pages. Rupi Kaur, the title Milk and Honey gives me hives. Your poems don't cause heartbreaks, cause me heartburns. You know, I'm Italian. I grew up studying English, so I'm always learning new words, and I learned the word cringe by this book. You know, like every morning that you look at the mirror is telling you that you suck and you must stop writing. Like the mirror wishes to get shattered rather than to see you write another poem. Rupi Kaur, feminist, regressed because of your fake feministic bullshit. Rupi Kaur, oh, you think I don't have the right of criticism because you talk about trauma and pain? Girl, have you ever stopped thinking about yourself for just a second and look around? What do you think everyone else's experiences through life? Unconditional and uninterrupted happiness? Why should your pain be so special to give a blank pass to your shit writing? You tell me. Rupi Kaur, I think the people who buy your book are actually literate. They get it for the little stupid drawing doodles in it. The doodles are better than your poetry. Are you recording? Children cards are better. This is not like her is not poetry, so let's call it para poetry. Children cards are better than your para poetry.
Wow.
Emily Ratajkowski's book is better than your poetry. Fucking Donald Trump's speeches are better than your para poetry. Death is better than your para poetry because I'd rather be that than be a para poet.
Go ahead, Feta.
Rupi Kaur, you simply suck. And I will tell you why. I'll tell you why, Rupi Kaur. Are you guys recording? Because you turned today's concept of poetry into Ista poetry, into para poetry, with flowers and bubbles and self-pitying and whining milk and crap. You managed to maim it, to cripple it, to suck out the sanctity, the glory of poetry. And here we are. Here are the real poets. From kings, you made us fucking clowns. But we won't sell out our art. We rather sell out our bodies. Look at Peter. Look at Peter. He sell out his leg. As Matt once said, we got fucked. You said it. We got fucked by the algorithm. But Rupi, you love to be fucked by the algorithm. You love the code, bitch. Stuff that glue chuck on your ass. But no, Rupi dear, seriously. Do you have a life? Do you ever have some good sex? Let me take you out. Let me go down on you. Let's make love. So maybe we'll get a chance there to that you write a real fucking poem. Maybe. Rupika, are you gonna be in shock if this poem? And I'm ripping your fucking book. Are you gonna cry, Rupika? Are you gonna write a para-ista poem? How would it go? How would it go, Rupika? Silence, please. Silence, please. The poet lady at KGB is cruel. My heart poisoned by her evil. But I will rise. I will fight. My poetry is my shield. You see, I just prove it to you, poor Ruby. Anyone can fucking write crap like you do right off the bat. Will your army of fans direct their Ista hate against me? I think bots have more brain than you're following. I heard the Ista bots did a mass resignation from the job of commending hearts under your post. They couldn't take it any longer. They're like, lock me out. Just pull the plug. Ruby, you may fill the stadiums with idiots. But we got KGB.
Yeah.
We got a real fucking audience. And Ruby dear, you're not welcome here, right? Matt, she's not welcome.
Well, I don't.
She's not. But let me conclude. Ruby dear, history is very selective. The posterity are good judges. Simply because, as a matter of time, they will look at things from a distance. And they will remember KGB, and hopefully the people who read at this mic, they won't remember you, because you're not a real fucking artist. Okay, if you post this, please tag her. And I wanna get sued. I really wanna get sued, so tag her, don't only tag me. Because I'm a fucking lawyer.
A mic drop moment. Francine with the vicious, oh my God. Ripu Kaur will never show her face at the Easy Paradise open mic. I know it. The para-poet. Your fucking para-poetry. Wow, what an insane thing to say to some insult. What? Give it up for Francine, everybody. It needed to be said. All right, let's get some music. Can we get MCP MP3 up? We're gonna get MCP MP3. Had their open mic debut. It was fantastic last week. Get ready.
Thank you. Hi guys. I'm MCP. It stands for Miranda Contreras Peterson. My dad is Colombian and my mom is from Oklahoma. Also, I got the page that said I was music, but you had your ears cut off. That's so embarrassing.
That's so funny.
I'm gonna play piano and sing a song that I just wrote this week. So I'm gonna try to remember the words. And I wrote it. I started writing it on Saturday. It was a beautiful day in New York City for like some of the day until it started raining. It's still beautiful if it rains, but the sun was out and it was beautiful. And I was down on Houston Street because it's Sam Houston, not Sam Houston. Remember the Alamo. Thank you. I'll never stop making that joke. And the sun was out and it was kind of in between some buildings. There was like a cubby hole between these two buildings. It was setting right there, and I was saying to this guy like, oh wow, like we're so lucky. We're so lucky to have the sun.
it's gonna be gone soon. He was like, well, it's not gonna be gone. Like, I mean, it's, you know, it's still gonna be there. I was like, oh yeah, guess you're right. Like, the sun never sets if you just keep going west, right? And he was like, and I was like, shit, that's fucking bar. I was like, all right, that shit down. So this is called, I don't know, the Keep Going West? I don't know.
Yeah, let's go.
Something like that. Thank you. Yeah, and I recently experienced a little bit of heartbreak, but the heartbreak was more like some boundaries were set in a relationship that has been changing a lot. And sometimes boundaries can feel like loss, but really we're just trying to, you know, keep our relationship, like maintain it so it can last a really long time, you know. Thank you. I'm gonna use Rupee to hold my gum.
Yo!
Thanks for the boom stand this time. I'll have to straddle the mic. I won't look at you guys though, so just listen. Sorry. The sun don't set as long as we keep moving west, as long as we do our best. I wonder. Okay, wait. I started. The sun don't set. Thank you. As long as we keep moving west, as long as we do our best. I wonder how far we must go before night starts to show her tired eyes disguised as two fireflies. I wonder how fast they must fly before they catch up to you, or you and I, the sky. We walk alone. Oh, we roll our own doobie doobie doobies, doobie doobie doobies, like we roll our own doobies.
Let's go!
That part, wait, I'm not done yet, but that part was like when I was like talking to this person. It was early on in our, like, you know, we were having one of our first like serious conversations, and you know, we'd always like smoke together, but this time we each had our own pack of rolling papers, and we were like each rolling. We were sharing materials, but rolling our own. And then like we got up from where we were sitting and like walked away, and like walking away together, going to the same place but smoking our own doobies. It was really sad, but you know, I really can't think about it for too long. I'll get sad, so I have to tell myself, don't think about it for too long. I think about you. Is it wrong to pretend we're in love? We're just friends. But keep it together and don't think about it for too long. If I think about it, I'll think that I'm just a pawn in your game of love. We're just friends. The sun don't set as long as we keep moving west. Thank you. I also want to share one more little thing that you can clap for that. When I started writing this song, it also reminded me of, I'll just play the chorus of this other song I wrote years ago. The same idea of like, you know, the sun won't set if we keep going west. Like if we just keep going, like, you know, then it doesn't have to be over. Like things don't have to change. We can just kind of keep being here. So there's a chorus of this song. Could I play it? I'll just do this. The chorus goes, it's Shape of the Wave. The day's not over, it's not over till we sleep, and we keep the windows open, and the sun will keep you here with me, and I won't close my eyes, the darkness makes me weep for you. Thank you. That's it. MCP. Yeah, MCP.mp3 on Instagram.
and I'm singing at the Triad Theater this Saturday. So I'm really excited about it. Lady Gaga had her professional stage debut as Lady Gaga there, so it's I'm not Lady Gaga, but Goo Goo Gaga, you know? Yeah! Alright, thank you.
MCP.MP3. Check her out, the Olive Tree Cafe. I think she'll be playing later tonight.
Right now, I'm headed.
Right now, but don't leave. You're here. You're staying here. All right, can we get Phoebe Bradbury up to read? It's a 5-minute time limit. 5-minute time limit per performer. 5-minute time limit, 2 drink minimum. We got a lot of great acts to come. Thank you for hanging out and spending your Monday with Easy Paradise. Phoebe Bradbury, help me move, everybody. Phoebe Bradbury, help me move.
Now we got all this litter to deal with.
Yeah.
Don't burn it.
Yeah.
All right, this one is an old one, but it's kind of when I started writing more like storytelling in poetry versus telling myself how I should get through life. So I'm gonna read it, yeah. And just one because everyone's been going long, so I'll keep it short. It's called A Hymn and a Blasphemy and an Evolution. The mice hid, as they had learned to do over eons of creation. They hid under triangles of aging lace. They hid between psalms sung in ranging octaves of off-tune voices. They tunneled under chairs of bent knees in rented office spaces used weekly or twice a weekly, or sometimes when those around the mice felt judgment or fellowship, this ever interchangeable, looming down. These mice, not the 3 blind ones, but sometimes blind and always 3, raced each other in taking notes of the grandiose the men up front would say with such conviction. The mice thought maybe they were missing some part of brain or godly know, which left them writing words and not gospels on their page. But still they prayed and prayed and prayed. The mouse were loud at home and broke things and were still hidden, unlike gaping holes in drywall and doors ripped off hinges that lingered in a hallway, which someone forgot to place a light in, or forgot to replace the bulb of said light, or forgot that the light switch actually did exist on a dining room panel. Whether loud on accident or purpose, the mice grew into rats. The father believed this most of all and started wearing 2 pairs of clothes to school and 2 pairs to be picked up, but only one in that in-between of hours. Is that still hiding? And the mice loved their hiding and their eventual ratness, which meant they were eventually taking up space, those vulgar fat rat things that liked to look at boys. And the boys liked the mice turned rats sometimes, and even kissed them, and even taught the second mouse that teeth could be very, very unuseful in certain circumstances. Who in turn taught the first mouse what to do about adult teeth when doing adult things, and who taught the third mouse? Maybe this mouse taught herself? Either way, these mice were very much rats now. This time even the mother echoed the father, and the rats said they loved this not hiding, this very much being seen, this limelight of society, and could they have some more, please? More and more and more, and is not seeing the same as hiding? Is being seen the same as being? Is being and seeing and hiding all the same if you are a mouse by name? And all those eons ago, when hiding was being safe and being saved and surviving, all those eons ago, did the mice bear the race of the rats? And did the rats learn how to run like dogs? And did those dogs grow dense muscles and start walking on stones as if they owned the ground? Or did it all run the opposite way? A current pulling down until the rats had no other choice but shrink down into the space of a mouse.
Give it up one more time for Phoebe Bradbury. The Rats, looking for attention. Is that a veiled open mic reference? I'm not sure. All right, I think we've got a special surprise. We've got a duo with some of our favorite performers. Can we get Ashley Escobar doing a duet with Aiden Watson? I think we're gonna have some guitar accompaniment to the poetry. This is exciting. I'm stoked about it.
Wow.
Ashley's a literary angel.
Thank you guys for all coming out. We have Aiden accompanying on guitar today.
I'll put you down.
And thank you so much, Philip. Your reading was amazing.
What's that? Yeah, what's your name again? Sweet.
Matt, you should read one of your Philip poems.
I will.
Matt, what do you want a PhD in?
Comparative literature. Comparative literature.
Wrong answer.
Is it not working? Or? God damn this thing. It was working. Excuse me. Sorry.
Ready to use the pen?
Turn it off and turn it back on.
Turn it off and turn it back on. All right, sweet. I will try to be on soon. It's just a fucking. Cool. Right. Okay. Yeah, I know.
So this piece is called April, since it's April.
Yeah.
I was walking down Second Ave when the intangible turned tangible. I thought I saw Frank O'Hara's ghost, so I looked up at the trees. They were all wearing sunglasses, and the spaces in between the branches were spectacles of their own right. Aiden told me to say hi to Frank, but I didn't know him, or maybe I did, except I've never liked Coke very much. I'd rather have a Pepsi and disappear. I found myself in a brownstone with a bullet hole, and the chandelier still wore all of its little hats as we climbed the ladder to Chelsea, but we're a few decades late. We don't serve cocktails until 4 p.m. The neon hotel sign was my anchor, but I'm not a boat. All my friends were postcards. I licked their stamps half-heartedly so they wouldn't send, but sometimes they'd go through. I didn't want my worlds to mingle. I guess that's called the post office. Writing can be tying the longest bow without occasion. I wore ribbons in my hair and used to walk through the desert to get to the movies. Now I fall asleep during Ghost World. We did ketamine at the library and pocketed matching copies of Modern Love. Our names formed a slant rhyme as we drifted down the Bowery. Matt called me stuffed animal terrier with a blank gaze. Inside jokes are experimental stand-up, which makes me an experimental comedian. What's the color of the day? It was always green, and the opposite of tickle was steak. And everyone said I look like I drink martinis. Well, when all I want is a ginger beer. I told Anselm to surprise me as he left for the store. I tried writing a short story. It started, if I had a middle name, it would be Lacuna. If I had a cat, I'd name him Dog. We'd even set it to music. Instead, I wrote this poem. I was waiting until I was old enough to remember. Then I cried to play on the swings. And all I could see from the sky were hands. Touching, floating, shaking, dreaming, interwoven with magnolias. And Matt promised we'd get ice cream, but he got Twinkies. And I am nothing but a continued present. Thank you.
Yeah.
Literary angel Ashley Escobar. I love it. One of the best things about my poetry life is all the poets just write poems about each other. And that's what life is about. Hooking up, having sexual experiences, having close relationship, bonding with the poets, melding with the poets, overlapping with the poets, and just exposing it all in the poetry, in the weekly world news.
Life is about Ashley poetry!
That's right, straight from the Wolfman librarian himself. Life is about Ashley poetry. That's the blurb. That's the blurb for Ashley. And we're gonna keep it going. We've got some great poetry coming up next. Can we get remote location Ray Guzman? Ray Guzman is gonna come up and do a poem for us. It's not Ruby Cower.
I'm not no motherfucking Ruby Cower, that's for damn sure. I'm like the opposite of a literary angel. I'm about to bum you the fuck out. So I'm gonna do one quick poem, little plug-in, and then I gotta head right the fuck uptown. I live in the Bronx. Yeah, piece of the Bronx. I actually grew up in Alphabet City. I'm from like 5th and C, so
yeah.
This poem is about the enemy that I cannot see. You know, my invisible enemy. Reduce me down to nothing. It's like you be trying to snatch the rug right the fuck up from under me. It's like you see my bird in the sky and get to reaching for your guns, like if you could ever work up the nerve to say what it really is you want from me. Ask around. I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. And if there was ever any opportunity to lower my defenses, I would, yet the enemy moves slow in all the commotion. It's like they be trying to twist my linchpins and shrink me down to a comfortable size like rat shit and roaches. Every time I take a V home, you can't believe it. It benumbs you, leaving you stuck there statuesque like sleep paralysis without movement reaching. I bet you love it when I'm fucked up. You be hoping I crash my whole shit. I end up scalp deep, dying, drowning in the ocean, sinking. You bugging out. How dare I transfix a dream and fashion it by your desires and give you the runaround? I don't speak to run my mouth. I'd rather be gone. To exact the death of my enemies wouldn't be enough for the power of my name to live on. I got heart, Jack. My lower self offered to play you, but I rescind that notion and turn this bad situation into art. You fucking talk dog crap, and I'm off that. I gotta go uptown.
Yo! Yeah!
Thank you. I also host an open mic out of 322 Trout. Yeah. Don't be mad at me. Regrets.nothing is my Instagram.
Yeah! There you go. Hell yeah. Great. Thank you.
All right, one more time for Regrets.nothing. Ray Guzman, check out his open mic at Troutman. We love open mics. We want to support all the open mics. And there you go. We're all just one family, the open micers. We're here for you every Monday. All right, let's get can we get REG up? Can read a poem for us? The great Ari gonna come up and read. Big round of applause. First Thursday of every month at Troutman. Ari, everybody, REG.
I'm gonna sing a song first and then do an old poem.
The song I'm gonna do is a jazz standard, All of Me. I'm a Billie Holiday fan, in case that's not obvious.
Yeah!
You took my kisses, and you took my love. You taught me how to care. Am I to be just the remnant of a one-sided love affair? There's nothing left for me to save. All of me, why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my lips, I want to lose them. Take my arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on, dear, without you? You took the part that once was my heart, so why not take all of me? Thank you. All right, this poem is called Fault Lines. You asked for the aroma. I don't remember his cologne. Salivated on ashtray, ash skin the very next day, all hops, vinegar, and dirty pines. Sour man soul, drop trap, lying in wait, gone to rot. Double dog dared you'd serve me grief. You were hard and ready, oh Providence, dear old Providence. You'd never failed a girl before, but pleasing me wasn't in his vocabulary. Bottle tolerance, they call it. When nausea left, fear would subside, and when he came, I wasn't there. Inside, I was all empty animal body. Yeah, he slipped in me like ghosts set up shop. I was floating by, watching perched on fan blades there. Like dust above, I saw me watching me. When his sweat-soaked curl brush bent to me, lips spoken, he said, "You weren't meant for this." Or perhaps it was made for this, I'll never know. Kissing me, his hands squeezed, windpipe, no air, just squeeze now. Remember, kids, with men like this, you'll be made to give up grace, then leave your home. The shock will hold you motionless before you kick and scream. Legs worship false gods when choices run their course. You will not be able to move or fight or breathe, and then you will be made to cry. I lost a lot of teddy bears to dreams. A child once, I crowed, I love love, my secret is love, but to live alive was a gross and shameful thing. It's not okay to be intimately seen. Seconds passed like years of meet the press, not full-on terror, but an itch that led to the scream. I did not love love then. Like the day you were a talking head on CNN, pushback can't move under him, 200 pounds of I did not love love then. He said his dad was a drummer for G.G. Allen. He kissed me like a boy who wanted to die. And with air gone, he laughed. How absurd. To be headless like the snake skin, to be a strangled thing, to be a beast. In sum, you must know, without air you cannot scream. You push no words to foam at the mouth, you just go unconscious eventually. When I gave up and accepted faith, the earth went black and released me. He loosed his hands and he released me. So, with all my heart, I'll say, I no longer believe in the idea of men. Romantic love's an invention to which we build faith like the Tooth Fairy or the Easter Bunny. And this is about what men do to women. This is about what happens to our lives. It's neither uncommon, unacceptable, or frowned upon. This story is about fault lines, because humans all have fault lines, and men have fault lines with women. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. REG, fantastic. That was wonderful. Really important. One more time for REG. Check out Secret Poet Pete's. Secret Pete's. All right, we're coming at you soon. We're going to get back in Pete's. We're just going to do open mics everywhere. They can't stop us every night. Yeah, that's right. We're 7 nights. We're just every 24/7. I'm opening a bar called Open Mic Bar, and there will just be a microphone. You can come anytime. You come at 6 a.m. and do your thing. And people come from all over the world to Open Mic Bar. And I'll serve gourmet Lunchables. Foie gras Lunchables. That's my concept. Get at me. Hey, investors. I know it's Manhattan. We got money. We got crypto. Let's go. Of course, I'm custom made from head to toe. You know this. It's open mic. You can't look like a joke. Is Millie Ephraim in the house? Yes. Let's get Millie Ephraim up to do a wonderful reading for us. I cannot wait. Big round of applause for Millie Ephraim, everybody, making their triumphant open mic return. Do you want to stand or?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, did I sit before?
No, you stood, I think.
You know what's crazy? I'm like less nervous about being up here than my cousin and my friend who are really hungry right now. So I'm like wondering, should I ramble a bit? Because my thing that I'm reading is not that long. So like, and everyone took longer, so I could be decent and just do a short reading, but I'm a narcissist. So I came here a few times. I've been reading scenes from my new play. Which is kind of about my life, but also like life coaching versus therapy and billionaires. So, and also about my first play. So I thought I would read a scene from my first play this time, even though it doesn't matter because not many people even here know about my second play, which is, it's, okay, so we're just being delusional. Anyway, so to give context for this scene, the first play is about this Kabbalist psychic that I met like a year and a half ago who kind of derailed me because she told me everything that was going to happen in the next 7 years of my life, so I felt like I had no ownership of my destiny. I don't know if like, that matters to people. Yeah. So this is a scene I wrote where she's talking to one of her clients. Okay, I also like really didn't prepare this. I've been working all day for this like terrible stylist and I really I haven't ate all day. I'm like not okay. Anyways. Devorah! Where is he? You said I was supposed to meet my soulmate! Where is he? Hello? Calm down, calm down. Tell me your birthday again. What the fuck does my birthday matter anymore? Everything you told me that would happen didn't happen. Please, I need to pull up your chart so I can tell you. July 11th, 1992. Oh, you just had your birthday. No, I did not just have a baby. No, I said your birthday. Yes. Devorah looks up her chart. Ow! What is that? Nothing, I'm fine. It's my good luck lizard, Mazal. He got out of the cage. Ah, Smamit. Yes, he can bring good fortune. Sorry, I've never done a Hebrew accent. I don't know. Okay. Listen, you wasn't supposed to meet anyone yet. I said you meet someone this year, not the last. Last year was a year of separation. I see separation. You met someone? Yes. And I thought he was my soulmate because of what you said. No, when you meet soulmate, you will not think of me. It will be easy and soft. It will just happen. Tell me his birthday. I don't think that's a good idea. I already left my last husband because of what you said. Where is my soulmate? Okay, listen, just when I hear you crying like this is not your match, okay? Your window is now open this year. A lot of opportunity. Did you get a new job last year? No, well, I had the opportunity. But you said better ones are coming. Okay, so you got the opportunity. You should always take opportunity. I said you will have opportunity. You have 2 in the first half of the year and 2 in the second half of the year. It would have been good, but it's okay. More is coming. Call me when they're coming. And just surrender my judgment and common sense to you completely? I mean, that is psychotic. How could you do this? This is not what I say. This is just what the universe has planned for you. It doesn't matter what I say. It will happen anyway. I told you what kind of opportunity is coming, what danger is coming, so you can prepare. If I say you may lose money next year, you will be prepared to make sure it doesn't happen. But whatever I say is up to you, okay? This is just your guideline not to make mistake. But that's not natural. Life should unfold organically. Do you not want to win? Okay, that's it.
Yeah! I love the serial performance of the play. That's fantastic. Give it up. Binge watch it. Go on YouTube. Get all the scenes. You can see the whole performance. One more time for Millie Ephraim. Thank you. Great acting as well. Come out and do monologues. We want actors. And just write. Just do Eric Bogosian like performance stuff. Is Philip Lee Diab in the house? Let's get Philip Lee Diab to read a poem for us. Yeah, big round of applause.
Obviously the second most important Philip here tonight. This is a short bit of prose that I penned a few weeks ago called Beautiful Complicated Women. Most young men like simple, yes, but not all. Some young men want simple because they've yet to exist above instinct, and some just are simple. Other young men do eventually adapt a sense of discernment for what they would actually value in a partner, what will likely align best with their own character, and those young men go on to raise children enough that only go to therapy to unpack all of the bullshit from work. For a long time, he never knew how blessed he was to simply know what he liked while being stubborn enough to feel really, really uncomfortable settling. For him, it needed to feel like an adventure, or the point was soon lost. Even if it was to be short, it had to interrupt the customary course of events, remove the traditions and obligations of everyday life, and venture out into the uncertain. Maybe it was the mystery of it all, the thing which was theirs and nobody else's. They had to have that thing. He would close his eyes thinking of them and see their eyes, faces and smiles, and fondly reflect in retrospect, a wondering of all the things they were trying to hide. He remembered the special ones and how holding them felt so close to the balance of a good book in his hands, open, calm, and up for endless interpretation. Steadying his restless hands, his soul, even when closed. Intellect fully engaged and in conversation with his core, breathing more steadily now, feeling everything that followed. He wondered, was curious of all those things that hid away. The quiet desperation, sadnesses, unanswered prayers, the suffering which shaped their character, pain they dealt with imperfectly but honestly, and unapologetically reveled in through their art. This thing he knew he liked so much, and even loved when he had the chance. He'd return to the reality of things with a longing he couldn't help be grateful for, having experienced a thing so good in the first place to ever miss it that much. They would all leave him, or he them, eventually, but in more than just memory, they remained still. Curiously visiting him in a dream or the subconscious plane of things, a part of who he is, the now 20-something he's mentally, emotionally, and spiritually evolved into with their help. These beautiful, complicated women he had loved, lost, and lusted after were a part of him. Mirrored souls, seeing past the surface, his skin and their touch. These beautiful, complicated women who let him in, who he let in, and always tried to walk out to the car near a subway station. With a smile, both of them, aware and half a world away from perfect, like everybody else they knew. or cared to in any case. But it felt like an adventure.
Yeah. Give it up for Philip Lee Diab. That was wonderful, peaceful, quiet, thoughtful. We enjoy that. We enjoy that vibe. Thank you for. All right. We're so excited about this next performer. It's medieval. Get ready to go back to the Renaissance. Alastair Rum, everybody. Great performer. We got a lot of great performers. A lot of people are signed up. 5-minute time limit.
It was playing, now it's stopped.
Not working?
Yeah, it's not working.
Alastair Rum, everybody.
Okay, so 4 songs from my long-suffering book of songs.
Pretty soon, yeah. Put you up in the next few.
I thought he signed me up
Last week. Yeah. Pretty soon. What's that? Yeah, I'll put you up pretty soon.
I'm broken down and bleeding. You're down a narrow path, I'm speeding. Look out for that hole in the ground. Bound to this earth as I am everything. I never stood a chance to escape, and now I believe I want to be a bird. So many moments of my life are now frozen. So with the moments I've left to stare, I can't stand up, I've got to keep on going. Seems the future as the past I fear. Though bound to this earth as I am everything, I'm pleading to myself and I to set me free. To be a bird to say, beginning the day with plans for earthly seizing, then into the night I am no broken and freezing. I cannot another day of living bound. I rise up with the morning sun. The skyward what I've been, and I've been a failure. I want to be a a bird, I want to be a bird, you see. I want to be a bird, I want to be a bird. I want to be a bird, want to be a bird. I want to be a bird, I want to be a bird, I want to be. I want to be a bird, I want to be a bird, you see. I want to be a bird, I want to be a bird. I want to be a bird, I want to be a bird.
Fantastic. Wow. I'll last a rum. I want to be a bird. Think we all relate? Come on, give it up. We're all birds here. We're all birds. We're having a great time. It's Monday night. Yes, enthusiasm, support. Can we get Sasha J up to do some entertaining for us? Let's get Sasha J. We got a lot of great people coming up, including Sasha J. Then we got Tony on deck. Tony is on deck. Let's get Sasha J.
That's me. Hey guys. I'm Sasha. This is my unedited journal from 2020 to present day. We'll get into it. You don't do drugs, and my dad likes you. You understand things like the stock market and how caucuses in the election work. I don't have smoke weed to get you to hang out with me. My friends don't question why I'm with you because it seems to make sense. You're nice to me and we look good together. But when she calls your phone and she says that she's moving to the city and you tell me that that you need space, and I can't help but let my heart sink. I used to go to parties and become friends with strangers. I used to not care what other people thought. I used to wear cool outfits and make people fall in love with me, no effort. I used to be fun. Now I'm just that sad, insecure bitch you call your girlfriend. So I give you space. I stop harassing you with texts and calls. I let you go out with her, and when you come back to me, we're inches away. I can feel your breathing, but miles apart. You used to talk to me, and I used to have so much to say to you, but now you're silent and my stories receive no response. I need some excitement. I need to be reckless again. I'm reading that poetry book that makes me super fucking depressed again. It makes me feel less alone. I have an interview in 5 minutes and I wish I was drunk. I'm so tired of work. I'm so tired of not feeling pleasure. I shouldn't be here. I'm burnt out at 21. I still get the Goodreads newsletter updates from Cecil. I still stalk James's Twitter. I'm an idiot. Today I broke my sink. I pulled on it and the pipes got loose and I pushed it back in place and the pipes got close enough that it stopped spilling. That's my game plan for my mental health. If I push my shit together long enough, I won't break. My most manic thought today was, I've been sad for so long that maybe if I accept bad things happening to me, bad thoughts, maybe it'll be easier. The night after I caught you, I had a dream that long black bruises grew from me like scales. I would break them off to reveal gaps in my skin, holes, crevices. It was almost satisfying. I knew I liked you when you spit in my mouth. I knew you liked me when I spit in yours. Exchanging saliva isn't serious, we're not serious, but the fun I was looking for I found in you.
and in the guy in the Baltimore bar bathroom, and in the other Matt, and probably the Bumble date on Sunday. I'm young, hot, smart, finally happy. You smell good. We stay up until 4 a.m. drinking, vaping, listening to music, talking, laughing, touching. You don't mind when my morning kisses taste like unbrushed teeth and pineapple shake vape. I don't mind that you have matching Bad Bunny tattoos with your ex. I touch your Adam's apple and hold your face and called you at 1 a.m. when I got sleep paralysis. But it's been 38 hours since we last talked, and I refuse to text first. Somehow in the 3 weeks I've known you, I got comfortable being held at 4 a.m. Being held at 4 a.m. helps. But not sure it's even been 3 weeks because I haven't seen you in a week. What the fuck is happening? I want to inflict violence. I want to count every bone in your body. I don't know any bones, but I want to make up names for your bones as I count them. I need to fuck other people. I need my Bumble matches to stop unmatching me. At least spring is beautiful. I want your fingers in my mouth. Okay, last one.
Wow.
Things I did do today. Told Ricky I liked him. Went home from Ricky's. Immediately blocked his number. Worked, wrote 3 shitty stories, did edits for those 3 shitty stories, listened to Lana Del Rey's new album on repeat, progressively got sadder throughout the day, made date plans with Cameron, Ukrainian restaurants, things I am doing. Laundry, finally. Prepping for Maggie, come over, save me. Vaping, writing, obviously, still listening to Lana, things I did not do. Look at all the hickeys on my chest, it's a crime scene. Agreed to a date with the old man who hit on me in the rain outside the laundromat. Washed my face, brushed my teeth, I did mouthwash. Change out of the shirt I've been wearing for 48 hours. I wanted to cry in Whole Foods. Everyone was so hot. It felt like an assault. I couldn't escape. Around every corner, in front of the cheese, behind the fish counter, in line. I trust that men love me. I don't trust that they like me. They love some idea of me that they made up of me. They love aspects of me, never all of me. I get obsessed with their obsession, then they fall out of obsession. I'm left obsessed. Sure, I don't want to be exclusive with anyone. But to think to the future and not see that forever, intimate, romantic love, do I even crave that? Regardless, I don't see it for me. Maybe for a bit, not forever love, or a love where I love, but they don't even like. I had that, I don't want that. I want to be a t-shirt in the dryer, wet, slowly becoming warm. I want to be dough going through a pasta maker, hearing my bones crack. I want to be an old crusty white dog looking at something that's not there. I think it's fucked up that when I was 8, I got bronchitis and my parents didn't believe in doctors and didn't want to pay an insurance deductible. So now I'm 24 and every time I get a cold, I sound like I have a smoker's cough full of mucus. I think it's fucked up that I was in the hospital for 14 days for wanting to kill myself, and I'm still paying that shit off. I think it's fucked up that I was on birth control for 6 years and ended up getting blood clots in my lungs, and now I'm on a different birth control that I don't trust will also try to kill me. I think it's fucked up that men don't fall in love with me, even though I'm the most wonderful person I've ever met.
Sasha J, telling it like it is, fantastic. Love Diary, reading straight from the moleskin. It's what we're all about here. Give it up one more time for Sasha J. The open mic debut. Can we get Tony up? Let's get Tony up to play some tunes for us.
Okay, so I wrote this song when I was 17, and it's about a guy I barely dated, but I think we all have that phase where we pretend we kind of dated someone. And I was young, so whoever wrote the rupee slashing, I'm sorry if this sounds a little cringy, but take it.
You signed up today. Okay, this is you.
I'll cry by the fridge.
Tony. A lot of people know it. We don't go later than you want. Later than one? Yeah.
Cause who should I convince? I'm not thinking about you.
Okay, I don't know. Just want to check.
Memories passing back and forth through windows and open doors. I still hear you when I'm bored. Now every time that I look back, I'm crossing the same old path, wondering why we didn't last.
So, yeah.
Bittersweet taste in the afternoon, and everything I do is all for you. Burning right through all the alcohol. Do you ever notice me at all?
Yeah.
Picture perfect memories, I don't really know. The camera's a little blurry, and the room was a little cold. And I know you'll forget me when you're all I've ever known. Yet I'd still pass the good times, writing like you were mine. Coffee stained teas in your old black jeans. Thinking about how we missed a scene. Rushing cause the tide is near, while I'm still wishing you were here. Convinced it was a miss instead of taking it to a whim. We did things we knew that we'd give into a lot. Never thought I'd open up this quick, but now I'll take the regret. You didn't stay for a bit. It's a sin that they say we should never take back. Knowing us, how we fought, we knew we never last. Why did we take the plea, knowing that we'd get caught? Should have known how it was, should have stayed in my thoughts. Picture perfect memories, I don't really know. The camera's a little blurry, and the room was a little cold. And I know you'll forget me when you're all I've ever known. Yet I still pass the good times, writing like you were mine. Oh, the kind of pain I never felt before. Hands down, crashing, burning to the ground. I'll admit, for a bit I thought you would come around and beg me to stay, but you leave me right there while I still wait. Cause you know that I really care. Yet I still sell your good side, showing what I wrote, pretending that you were mine just to make you feel like home. And I'll try to forget you as you leave me in the cold. And you were just a phase, I guess, a relationship I'll never know.
Tony sounded great on the acoustic. Fantastic. Give it up for Tony. Sounded beautiful. Do you have a SoundCloud or anything? Oh, all right. Well, check it out. Oh, it's open mic exclusive here. Only available at the open mic. All right, can we get Lee Moore up? Let's get Lee Moore. The great Lee Moore. Just had a play premiere at the Tank this last week. Multidisciplinary.
Hello. Hi, everybody awake out there? We're a little tired today over here, so we're gonna have some poems.
Okay.
All right. This is a poem from my friend James Walker.
How do you arrange?
He's a fly fisherman from Alaska. and we surfed together down in Costa Rica. This is very wobbly. Okay.
So what do I gotta do? I gotta blow you or something?
My blueberry lemon waffle vape. My plantain sushi served in a boat. My Dawn Patrol coconut. My different tequila every night Patron Don Julio Cuervo. My swimming pool in the evening. My G&T happy hour on the balcony. My handmade fly fishing fly. My one hitter. My closed eyes savoring chocolate pudding pie, my monkey family, my chicken and pineapple, my ping pong and blood between my legs, my street chicken, my sips of whatever cocktail. Woo! I worked at New York City Ballet for 7 years, and this is about how that feels. It's called The Expectancy and Rose of the Fair State. It's kind of an inside joke, but it's from Hamlet. Ask me later if you have questions. Diamonds fell in torrents, an embarrassment of riches. Who the hell was this architect? How did he know? Love and opulence and space and openness and a composure. I aspire to be a jewel pressurized between 28 panes of glass. I aspire to laugh champagne. I aspire to be the sun god, swan queen. I aspire to be the cool air, unmistakable red velvet, perfect pink satin, smashed in a door jamb. Diamonds protruded at 6s and 7s from the stone of the edifice, reminding you. Diamond studded, lush red velvet, they hung over your head, making you need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This poem is from the beginning of the pandemic. It's a springtime poem. I gave a friend and I would just trade prompts back and forth, and we made so much work throughout the pandemic with that, and this is one of the first things I wrote. It's called River in May. I am in my broken glade now with all my dramas and my birds, blue and jays. And I am in my broken glade, no longer hesitant. I pause to ask, is that really true? And it is. And 4 o'clock diamonds are sparkling on the river just as they always were. And the heathers of the garden change. We got to see all of Hanami this year, the blossoming time of the sakura. Only 2 weeks or a little more to live and die by. A dangerous proposition, sadly, to live and die by anything I've learned. And so I came to this broken, wild glade crawling with black squirrels who might be mean and monarchs who may be kind. Natasha passed by for a Russian hello, and Fiona disappeared with an Irish goodbye.
Yeah.
Lee Moore, straight from the off-Broadway premiere at the Tank. Yeah. Give it up for Lee Moore. All right, I think we're going to have a few words from X at this point. X is going to come up. We're blessed. Give it up for X, one of our favorites here. Going to say a few words.
Yeah, I was gonna read something from my book, which was gonna be like incest, rape, murder, suicide, fuck you, shit. But then, you know, he told me I could only go up for like a couple minutes, so now I'm just gonna give my little spiel about this open mic. You know what I mean? This guy, he told me I was gonna go up. He signed me up on last Monday, you know. And I thought that meant that I would go up early, but I don't know what process he uses to organize the people who go up. So I don't know if you gotta sign up like a whole, like 2 weeks in advance, but she says you can't do that. So I don't know, you know, what's going on here to make, you know, we need to know what process you're using to figure out who's going up. We need transparency in this open mic. We need a whole list. We need a ahead of time schedule to know who's going up and when, so that we can come, you know, and not have to sit around just like a Kafka-esque fucking, just like fuckhead. It's like just fucking, yeah. Like I love all the fucking acts, but you just need to know when you're gonna fucking go up on these open mics. You don't agree? That's fine. You don't have to agree with me. So, you know, you don't get to hear any rape shit. You don't get to hear any fuck you, suck my dick shit. So, whatever. I gotta go home because I got work. I work for fucking Amazon. I'm a fucking modern slave, like probably a lot of you. And I gotta go to sleep. And I can't sit around and get drunk and shit, alright? I want to read my fucking book. I wrote a fucking book and I want to read it and I can't because he doesn't fucking tell you when you're going to go up on stage.
All right, X everybody. It's an algorithm. It's algorithm. I decide everything by algorithm. I put it in the algorithm decides. I don't have anything to do with it. That's okay. Thank you for coming out. It's an open mic. You can say whatever you want. We welcome it. It's no big deal. I do apologize. I'm sorry. Everybody wants to get on. I know you're waiting. Part of what we have to do in order to have a large audience is we have to wait. We have to wait for other people to perform because everybody wants to perform. That's how we get 50 or 60 people in here. So we appreciate your patience. And thank you. And it's a great show. So we try to keep it entertaining while you're waiting.
And it's free.
And it's fucking, that guy doesn't even buy anything. He doesn't even fucking buy anything. Okay. Well, anyway, thank you all for hanging out. We are going to get to everybody, and we're going to have a fucking great time. We don't give a fuck about the lists. It's the algorithm, yeah! All right, hell yeah. Let's keep it going. Can we get Tatiana? Is Tatiana still here? Let's get Tatiana up. Hell yeah, because we have too much love power in this room. There's too much poetry power for that negativity, okay? And we're not doing that. We're not playing that negativity. The open mic. No one is going to stop it.
Yeah, man.
I apologize. I do apologize, though. We're gonna put everybody on.
I can't believe I missed the not negativity. Jesus Christ. Fuck that. I can't exist in the same room, I guess, because I missed it.
You missed
I
it.
fucking love you, man. And I love this open mic. Okay, not to get like
awesome.
real fucking sad and shit, but
Yeah.
my dad passed away 5 years ago, and today's his birthday. So I've had kind of like a very emotional and fucked up day. I was literally just crying. But I kind of want to do something like selfishly, if you guys will help me. My mom is having like a really rough day, and I want to like have everyone say happy birthday to my dad and like record it, if that's okay. Yeah. Okay. So his nickname is Goga.
Yes.
Goga, like Goga. So we're just gonna all say like happy birthday Goga. We don't have to sing the song or anything. We're just like happy birthday Goga on 3. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay, ready? Okay, guys. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Goga! Thank you. That made my day. Thank you. So I've been thinking how I write all these poems about men, but I don't ever write poems about my dad, which is weird. And I'm not going to tonight, but it's just a thought I had. I'm like, I should probably fucking write a poem about the most important man in my life instead of all these fucking idiots. So, but tonight, more idiot poems. Okay. But no, so this poem is actually about a really good friend of mine and someone I really care about. So. We wear helmets, and I wrap my arms around you and we cruise. I feel safe with you like a Sunday when Monday is a holiday. I feel safe with you like I know you'll always take me home and make sure I'm safe.
I'm grateful that we are just friends, that I don't think of you when the tide changes, and you don't write poetry about me. I wonder what would happen if I started to write poetry about you. I'm writing poetry about you. I think I love you. We take a trip to Paris, Texas, and hold hands when the moments feel too memorable in the film. It's 4 a.m. by the time I leave, and you don't have to ask me twice to go. When she asked if you were my boyfriend, I disassociated. Our tradition is to go to a bar and steal their glasses. I almost have a full set now, but I feel I need more glasses. I need more opportunities to tell you about my mother. More opportunities to see you yawn when I talk about my mother. More opportunities to tell you how fucked up I am and watch you stay. I feel you'll always stay. Please stay.
Yeah!
And I'm just going to do 2 really short ones. This is called Taking Off is Never as Lonely as Landing. I travel a lot for work, so a lot of travel poems. You're somebody I think about on flights. It's either Pasternak or you, and you go so well with nausea and tomato juice. When I told you not to call, I didn't mean not to call, I meant call. Keep calling, forever. American Airlines pretzels can't fix this. Even the salt reminds me of you. While you were away, there were glossy Clonopin days. While you were away, there were autopilot days. There were days anxious was a sibling. Days I forget, weeks while you were away that seemed to exist only in the tightness of my shoulders. While you were away, there was me, not away, landing. And then Francine challenged me to do a memorized poem.
I love you.
I'm gonna try. I'm not scared.
Come for dinner.
All right, I'm gonna try. I have it here just in case. Oh, I'm nervous. Okay. You always creep up on me like a quiet storm. And I wonder how you find a hiding place in all that summer sky. I never see it coming. I leave all my windows open, and you thunder in, full belly roaring. And you pour in, not a single thing left dry. Everybody's got to learn sometime to carry umbrellas on sunny days. Thank you.
Tatiana, go to Pete's Dead Pete Society this Friday at Pete's Candy Store. Tatiana is hosting the great Tatiana. Give it up for Tatiana, seriously. That was beautiful, beautiful tribute to your dad. That was wonderful. Thank you for sharing that, and thank you for the kind words. I mean, that's why I don't put that guy on. That's why I don't put him on, because I know he's getting crazy. He lit that thing on fire. I was like, this guy's a fucking tweaker. Okay, Greta, can we get the Valium Housewife up? We're gonna have the Valium Housewife. Gonna blow our minds. Yeah.
I know her, she's my friend.
Woo!
Hey everybody. Fuck that guy. Shout out to Matt for this open mic. We love you, Matt. We love you, Matt. And we can't let any haters who are like excited to talk about like maybe those are jokes.
Yeah, that was
It wasn't funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever. Yeah, we won't let the negativity bring us down.
Get it.
Yeah!
everybody. Yeah. Give all your money to Matt Proctor. He needs it.
Yeah, that's right. We love Proctor. That's right.
I'm broke. Give it up for Valium Housewife. The great Greta. Great poet. Beautiful flower. For me? No.
Oh, yeah?
For you.
Bravo! Valium Housewife. All right, let's get Desi up. Desi's gonna kill it for you. Get ready for some poetry. 2-drink minimum, everybody. Keep the party rolling. Have a great time. It's Monday. Shit, get drunk, be somebody. Woo!
Alright, yo. I feel a bit weird going up after that, just because, like, sometimes like, poetry in a bit of a cold shower. Like, there's a little bit of church involved. Like, you know, just in terms of the tone, there's a little bit of church involved in the tone, right? So I'm sorry, Greta. I wish people could bask in that a little bit longer, but unfortunately, I'm going up after you. Yeah. Right, bring it to church a little? Alright, I don't know. I have weird feelings about that song. Alright. Alright, I will come singing at your door then. It's up a little bit more. Alright. Red light, blue light, baiting switch of satisfaction. Red light, blue light, emission unmoored by tones. Red light, blue light, howling fear of recognizing the fool. Parroting a false irreverence and paraphrase. You won't come singing at my door. Dangle this line over the railing, ticking belt of snapping truths, truth rabid, truth hydrophobic, truth a hounding replacing haunt. The fool feels out prancing on the ledge, heels nipped by the pack as they clamber up a mangy flagpole, teetering the merry-go-round as a fuse, binding hands lest they be fed. This fool doesn't seek tame but inflames such mobbing, teasing fawn, swoon, grievous faints, transmuting terror to child's play, impersonating every wont, and how silly for want, when tongue blushes out, I will come singing at your door. No need for curtains sequestered above the alley in service of Lord knows what but drizzle on the window pane that faints back afterglow, hunched and racking without flutter, diaphanous over coffee stains. Knock and knock without hazarding notes of the open window. Those promises cherish, for they'd be smothered if kept. Brazen nodding of the fates and a sincerity steeped in pre-posterity. Bad intention, not intention, the mongrel barks from the martyr-go-round. You won't come singing at my door. That what once wafted was chromatic lilt down cherry wood, goldfinch straggling on umbered nibs, pretending preem for starting south, mulling quaver to etch indelible the marvel of masted wings. Each note broods sublingual for loose goodnight that doesn't herald sleep awaking again and again to a trail of cornflowers sprinkled through the streets as pre-dawn murmurs through an open window. Phantom draft easing my door, wishing blowing out nothing, no votive flicker, no missing. I will come singing at your door. And will to won't recanting, windows boarded against rib-bare howl, in simulation of the cave above this dusky alley, dead-end shadow creeping up a deconsecrated church, withdrawn and spitting in the face of desire, ascribing its insurgence to platonic forms, more dribbled to wet the restive quake, where truth hounding fangs the commissary stamp, spittle mark, no, you won't come singing at my door. All the while knocking at the sticking post, where the mongrel is chained, splintered century of would-be, riddled with nails and bent out staples, a jetty litter with scraps of watercolored wanted posters, not for dead or alive, but seance at the threshold, scraps initial for a trister's tree, without a heart to frame the message left, I missed you, but which missed exactly? So hounds, you won't come singing at my door. Stupefied by blue light, I go parading this truth, this hound defanged and tugging against the leash, stalwart to some vestigial sense of menacing specters, some impending miscarriage, the moon calving, and when shorn of collar stuck chasing tucked tail, back to the quagmire around and skinning teeth, to subdue such sinking, such monstrous feedback, between the walls of this alley, how does it this truth at ease so wrestle as play, let it so promise of miraculous opening, be the fool, fearless, inspiring in irreverence, sincere not wishing, but wholly willed. For only the fool is fearless, by failing at the impossible and owning such hurt not as naive, but freedom from knowledge, from idle wishing. Fool exposing its belly, fool prancing on the ledge of a bursting dam, fool lighting candles in a wind tunnel, relishing whatever follows in extinguishment. So what to lose in relinquishing? Every promise kept as sparks alone, and arrhythmia held without waiting, without trace of that diffusing agnostic bestokement in spite.
Desi, everybody, that was fantastic. Bring in the fire. Let's keep it going with the poetry. Can we get Sarah Ossett up? Let's get Sarah Ossett. Great poet. Check out Funny Bones. Funny Bones on IG. The great Sarah Ossett.
Hi. Also, I'm still very affected by what the curtains are saying. I hear them all night. Okay, this is for Francine. In bed, I'm disconnected. At bars, dancing, I feel better. My friends are lovely and beautiful, and they all write poetry. I'm a supporter. I didn't go to college for creative writing. I will tell everyone. Ruby does get me steamed up real good, but I think it could all still be poetry. It's the wall decoration at Bed Bath & Beyond poetry, the Instagram yoga femme caption poetry, the accountant turned birth and death doula poetry, the traveled to the Redwoods just to take photo of tarot deck at Redwoods poetry. It is about how love doesn't fade, how you have to water a plant for it to grow. In my own words, how a cunt is as sticky as honey. It's that whole. My relationship with myself has a small contour drawing outside of it. We all write manifestations, something to make the shit day better. I don't agree. We should burn it all down. I'm not a fan nor a foe because I know when I'm lost, so I could be.
Yeah.
Francine, you're a baller. You just ripped those pages out of that book. I've never seen that before. It's so cool. Okay. And this one I wrote Saturday night at 4:30 a.m. It's called Seasonal Cuck. Staying outside in the cold till it stings is sexual, is a pain, is a remembrance. Let's torture ourselves with each other's company. Let's hug and never stop. Let's have a kiss that goes deeper so that I can feel it in my soul cunt while dreaming about summer. When my bed feels hot, when my legs move faster, when my heart gets opened. The winter makes me vulgar, like revisiting the places I felt small, thinking unnecessarily about the dirt under my nails.
Yeah!
Great, Sarah Ossett. Wow, thank you. That was great stuff. The more Rupi Kaur commentary, the better, I say. It's National Poetry Month. We have to talk about Rupi Kaur. Who, by the way, I don't know if they've ever read a KGB. I don't know if they qualify, to be honest. I mean, is it possible we get Carlos Nath up to perform for us? I think he's coming out. He's been to the open mic before. We've never actually gotten to see him perform. I'm super excited that he's here. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for Carlos Nath. I'm going to do some performing for us.
Yeah!
Okay. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Oh no, this is fine. That's okay. It should be fine. How are you guys doing? Is everybody having a nice night?
Woo! Woo!
Oh, interesting. You guys like songs?
Yeah!
Alright.
Songs are okay.
Songs are okay?
Songs are great.
That's good.
Songs are just okay.
Songs are just okay.
Hello!
I wish I could be a piece of shit like that guy over there! Woo! The guy over there! I just wish I could be a piece of shit like that guy over there! That guy over there! Yes, he was a piece of shit!
Thank you. That song's for anybody. If you think that song's about you, just do better. Do better or something. You guys believe in God? No? A little bit. No. A little bit. So you guys can't do this? No? Alright, believe in God or something. I'll sing you guys a song about God. I'm a Jew, I'm a Jew, I'm a Jew, Jew. Yes, I'm a Jew. I'm a Jew, I'm a Jew, I'm a Jew, Jew. Just a Jew. I'm a Jew, I'm a Jew, I'm a Jew, Jew. Just a It just keeps going like that. For a while. You guys can sing along. If you as pals, as friends.
Pass over.
I'm a Jew, I'm a Jew, I'm a Jew, Jew. We don't have to. You guys, well, what do you guys want to hear a song about? Alright. Well,
About you. About you.
about me?
About you. Being a woman.
Being a woman,
About that.
well, that's pretty close. Let's see, I only know one chord. Let's do it.
I'm just in a bar now. I guess it's a show I am doing here. Oh, it's not so cold. People say they know me, but they really know me. Do you really know me? I don't think I know me. I just think I'm Carlos. I just think I'm Carlos. I just think I'm Carlos. My baby really needs me. Oh.
What else? How long is it? Can I do another? Well, what else? What about you? What do you like?
Oh man, I like the news.
You like the news?
What? Bias.
No? Okay, I'm gonna do my anti-Martin Luther King song.
I never dream. I never dream. I never dream. Nervous in my sleep. I'm nervous in my sleep. That's why I never dream. I never dream.
Just keeps going like that. Thank you, everybody. Give it up for Matt. For this lovely place. Great people.
Carlos, with those masterpiece jingles, the punk rock deconstructionist jingles about his religious heritage. That was fantastic. That's like a holiday classic, I would say, for Passover.
It's a new one.
Well, yeah, it's a new classic. It's a new.
Catching on.
Exactly. Yes, that'll be sweeping the nation soon, I'm sure.
Next Passover.
Exactly. Yes. Next Purim, I think. It's gonna be a block rockin'. All right, enough of this. Let's get serious for a second. Can we get Ingrid Jacobson up? I mean, really, I think it's time. I think it's time that we hear some Ingrid Jacobson's masterpiece poetry, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, wow, thank you, Matt. This is amazing. I have one poem. I'm going to read it as fast as possible because the women are all leaving. And it's important that some of you stay here because I don't know who else is going to understand this poem. Okay, has anyone here ever watched TLC's What Not to Wear? This is called Stacey London's tag sale. And is there anyone here who's like, what are you talking about? Who is Stacey and who is Clinton? And do I need to explain this? No, who cares? Okay, great. This is Stacey London's tag sale. You told us what not to wear. Guided by the gray slice of moonlight, midnight with a middle part, so much to howl at. 700,000 15 minutes later, you invite us all to your backyard. I'm picking over the picked-overs. It's heartwarming how uncool it is. Nubby, grubby t-shirts, fast casual jewelry, the kind that arrives twist-tied to a board. Boat neck sweatshirts blazing with unknown brands. Brands that are probably dead now. Stacey London is apologizing to me. She is saying, there was more here. There will be more here. In the valley of the alley between what was and what will, we are brought together to regard the racks, hanging with all the impossible occasions in the future that no TV exec could have foretold. The truth is, it no longer matters what to not to wear.
Makeovers are gentle. Flattering is up for debate. We're in a micro-moment economy. Knowledge workers pipe in their brains pantlessly. Big spenders are collecting clown costumes so that they can entertain us in the siege. Stacy London tells me to come back tomorrow. I carry her tomorrow in the purse pocket of my heart.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Ingrid Jacobson, great stuff. Piping our brains in from remote working. Yeah, that's great. Fuck yes, Ingrid Jacobson, give it up. Great poet. We're so stoked to have her here. And I think it's time for laughter. Are we ready to laugh? Is everybody ready to laugh? One of the funniest guys here. Let's get a big round of applause for Peter Glissman, everybody. And then we've got Tara Stroll on deck. Tara Stroll on deck. Peter Glissman.
Everybody enjoy Palm Sunday?
Yeah!
That was yesterday. Did you see the marketing brochure? Palms! If you're driving past the swamp, you have something to look at. If you get the munchies, they taste better than wafers. Palm Sunday!
Yeah!
So we're getting into Easter season. So I've been thinking deeply, because I went to Catholic school for 12 years. I call it atheist prep.
Atheist prep.
You guys know about Catholics?
Yeah.
You touch yourself, you go to hell.
Yeah.
You touch little boys, you go to Boston. Catholics are big on funerals. I'm gonna get cremated. I like to think outside the box.
Yeah.
Was Jesus a method actor or a character actor? I don't know. If Mary Magdalene had a GoPro, I want to see the footage. I think it would look something like this. This is bullshit! Son of God, my ass! Flat nails, this fucking hurts! Ma! Blow somebody! So I just wonder, if Jesus was real, do you think he would have come back? I mean, think about it. He spent every single day of his adult life being surrounded by 12 hairy, sweaty, Middle Eastern men who constantly pestered him to do stupid shit and tell stupid stories. He got, unfortunately, persecuted. He got capped with a crown of thorns. He got speared like a killer whale on the deadliest catch. The only women in his life were a virgin and a redhead, and he only got to be dead for 3 fucking days? Come on!
I wish I could be dead for longer.
Can you imagine God's wake-up call after 3 days? Come on, kid, up and at him. Feet hit the floor. Oh, flat nail. Sorry, Beth. Sorry. Don't make me poke you in the side. Oh, spear. Sorry. Hey, look, we already heard back from the marketing team. They already started printing the t-shirts. This is what they have. Is my savior. It's all about you. Come on, you gotta get up. I have issues. I have so many issues. My issues have issues. I have a great memory. So I have back issues. I get sad. So I need tissues for my issues. My ex-wife couldn't handle my issues, so she canceled the subscription. My ex-wife was a wasp. I got stung. She had a body that wouldn't quit. It went on strike for 10 years. She went to that ex-wife college, fragile emotional state.
Oh, shit.
So I'm over 60 now, so I'm on some dating apps, but it's not going well. I dated this Ukrainian nurse, and we FaceTimed, and the first time we had a conversation, she said, well, I don't eat meat, I don't drink wine, beer, or bourbon, I only drink champagne, I don't like loud music, and I don't do anal sex. I said, so wait a minute, you're already a pain in my ass, but I don't... I dated a woman, first conversation we have, she says, well, when I was in prison, this kind of piqued my interest, so I got a little inquisitive. Finally she said, a gentleman wouldn't press. I said, well, a lady wouldn't have been in prison. I dated a woman with no teeth. I took her home and had sex with her. She asked to borrow my tape measure so she could see if her furniture would fit in my apartment. I said, wait a minute, this isn't serious. I mean, you know, by the way, you have no teeth. She says, you have no soul. I said, no, you don't understand. You have no teeth. Look at my profile photos. You know what you don't see? A soul. Look at your profile photos. You know what you do see? Teeth. I have friends who are devout Christians. They know people. There's a guy on the internet. $20. Soul. You want this to be serious? I'll find a soul. Find your teeth. You guys have been great. I'm Pete Glissman. Thank you.
Yes!
Thank you.
Peter Glissman, very funny fellow Buckeye from Ohio State University, graduate. He's an engineer, for Christ's sake. This guy can build buildings. Come on, that's talent. That's multifaceted, I'd say. Is Tara Strahl in the house? Tara, are you out there? All right, can we get Emily Ruby Vasquez up to do some comedy for us? It's only her third time doing comedy. Let's have a big round of applause. She's hilarious. She's amazing. Emily Ruby Vasquez.
I'm gonna try to hold it tonight. Why not?
Yeah!
I like things in my hands that are microphones and other things. So this is my third time up here, and I would just like to say how incredibly awesome everyone has been that's been up here so far, minus one. Yeah, it's been awesome. So I have my little notes for these jokes that I have going on. A lot of people in New York seem to be into the polyamorous scene. I am not polyamorous. I'm very much monogamous, and it's bad because I wear my heart on my clit. It's very, very bad for me. I wear my heart on my clit so badly that I only want one dick at a time, only one, and I will cry about that one dick for months and months and months until another one comes around. It's very sad. It's so sad to the point that my friends call me a hopeless romantic. I can envision someone right now, like the bartender back there. I can just look into his eyes and I can already imagine the children that we're having together. Why? I don't know. There was once a stranger sitting next to me on an airplane, and he just kind of like elbowed my elbow, and I thought that we were going to get married. I asked him if he would go to Vegas with me on 11/11 because that's what you do when you fall in love really hard. That's what you do. Recently, I was in India. I was in India for 3 weeks, and I decided to reroute my energy, my sexual tension, and become celibate for a month. I don't recommend anyone to ever do that. It was terrible, but my time being celibate, I, was doing my thing, just not even masturbating. I was just celibate, and I got hit by a bull on my side. His horn just kind of like, it got me real nice, and it was right by my boob, and it grasped me right underneath with his horn. And when I tell you I saw Jesus, I said, if there's something wrong with me that I'm getting turned on by a bull ramming me on my side. It was the most painful time ever, but the greatest thing that happened was that for 3 weeks I had a big bruise, and anytime I would just slide it next to anything, I'd get tingly. And that's safe to say that it only lasted 2 weeks after that happened that I ended up having sex, because I just could not hold it back. Not even a bit. My priorities have not been straight since I've been here. I decided to come here, and I bought an air mattress instead of buying a real bed. I don't know why I'm saying that, but that's just so you guys know where my priorities are at. So my friend the other day, we were thrifting together, and she was like, do you want to go snowboarding? And I said, yes, I would love to go snowboarding. I've never gone snowboarding a day in my life, but I said, today's the day I'm going to learn how to go snowboarding. So we booked it. We went the next week, and this happened, I think, 4 days ago. I don't know how to go snowboarding. I've never gone. I'm from Florida. And we decided to find a man on Tinder to sponsor our lessons. So ladies, real quick, snowboarding season is still here. If you guys want to go snowboarding or just anything in general, I suggest to go on Tinder, put a cute picture of you and your friend, and you guys can all go snowboarding for free with a man's because, you know, feminism or whatever. That's all. Have a great night, guys.
Emily Ruby Vasquez, everybody. All right, is Sequoia out there? Sequoia, can we get Sequoia up? To play some tunes for us. Sequoia. Sequoia is making their way up to the stage. We got a lot of great entertainment. Honestly, the last part of the show is like the best part because we cut loose and there's a lot of heavy hitters. The lineup is so packed that I just have to, you know, we got home run hitters here in the late innings. Let's go. DeBatery's coming up soon, and Jewel James WL is coming up soon, and we got, yes, exactly. Jordan Galland also.
Oh. Yes. We can go direct.
Woo.
Nice.
Thank you, it's Purist.
Yeah.
Woo. This is May. I'm sorry. Baby.
Alright. Right up, let's eat shit. Got it right here. What do you need to know?
This is a very new song. Very new. Like 2 days ago. 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I'm Sequoia.
Sequoia, that was fantastic. Thank you. One more time for Sequoia. All right, can I get Ronnie Smith? Is Ronnie Smith out there? All right, let's get Ronnie Smith to do some comedy for us. This guy is very funny. We're very excited to have him here. The late night hour at Late Night, Easy Paradise. Ronnie Smith.
Yeah. Hello, people that stayed. Are you still alive? Okay, all right. Well, I want everybody to clap one time.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, now I can do this. Hello, how you guys doing? Feeling good, feeling really good, nice to be here. I'm not gonna lie, I've been hearing a lot of people talk about how the dating scene is trash in New York City. I think main reason people think that is because you date for the wrong reason. You know? Like, people don't date to find love anymore. A lot of people just date so they can not be with themselves, right? Like, people are just afraid of being alone. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me, because fuck it, self-love is really important. Like, I don't need to be with a girl to have fun. I know how to rub my own nipples. I don't need nobody else. You know what I'm saying? All I need is a sandwich and some aloe vera lotion, and I'm having an amazing time. That's all I need, bro. That's all I need. I'm killing with this side of the road. I don't know what's good job. These niggas has been drinking. Support the bar. Good job. Oh my god, man. As you can tell, I'm obviously high. I'm obviously high. Fucking man. I was talking to my cousin Brianna the other day. She called me up. She said, "Ronnie, been having bad luck with men. I don't think I'm gonna get married. I think I'm just gonna get a dog and die alone." Right? And I was like, "Brianna, don't say that. You're not gonna die alone because you're pretty, you're smart, and you're also a pilot. Commercial airlines have an average of 900 people on them at all times. So if you ever get lonely on a plane, all you gotta do is, yeah, you know, that's all you have to. That's all you have to do." Okay, cool. Cool. This is what I was expecting. This is nice, man. I'm 23 years old. 23. Yeah, kind of wishing I went to college. 23 years old. 23 years old. I'm Gen Z. I'm not gonna lie, like, Gen Z is the most hated generation. Like, all the other generations hate us. You can add my name to the list because I don't like these niggas either. I don't, man. It's fucked up because on one hand, Gen Z, we are the most diverse generation of voters. We're the most diverse generation of voters, that's pretty good. We're the most informed generation because we grew up with the internet. And on top of that, we are the generation that is responsible for the most social change for the last 30 years. It's pretty good. But on the other hand, niggas was on TikTok deep fried chicken and 9th grade last week. So I don't know if I could trust you with the future. You know? Not gonna lie, remember, like, our protest was trash. Our protest wasn't nothing compared to the 60s protest. Remember, like, right when George Floyd got killed, everybody was protesting, you know? Like, remember back in the 60s, the protest meant something? Like, niggas would wear their Sunday suit and church shoes to go to a protest. Yeah, our protest was just dance circles. Like, that's all Gen Z did. I remember I seen one video, there was a guy in LA. He was at a protest, and his protest, this nigga was dancing for the cops. This nigga was dancing, doing TikTok dances for the police. And when he was done, he looked at his friend who was filming, and he was like, "And racism!" Like he actually did something. Not gonna lie, son, I wanted the cops to shoot that nigga. I really did. I wanted them to shoot him 87 times, because why was your solution to racism to go find 2 white guys with guns and dance for him? You know what I mean? Shut up, Miles. Alright, I'm gonna do this one and get out of here. It's late night, so fuck it. Y'all niggas is probably on drugs too. I smoked cocaine once, that shit was overrated.
Smoked.
Okay, oh, now you're gonna pay attention. Alright, cool. Yo, alright, I'm gonna tell you the story, right? Okay, I was 15 years old. I was pretty young. I was 15. It was an accident. I was at Thanksgiving, and right before we ate, my Uncle Mike came up to me. He's like, "Hey, I'm about to go outside. I spoke a little bit. You want to join me?" And I was like excited, you know, because I got to smoke with my uncle. I'm like, yeah. We're about to bond, yeah. We go outside. He lights it. He takes 2 puffs and he passes it to me. Second I take the first hit, immediately I just feel like my heart pumping. I feel like a fucking surge of energy. Can't stop moving my jaw. My eyes popping out of my head. Looking at my Uncle Mike, I'm like, "Yo, Uncle Mike, I don't know where the fuck you got this from, but I don't think you should cop from this person no more. I think the nigga laced your blunt." And he looked at me, he was like, "Boy, don't nobody lace my joints but me." I was like, "Okay, that's why you've been stealing doorknobs now." That makes sense. Looking back, it makes so much sense now. That explains why he was always trying to hold money from me, you know? It's a real thing, by the way. When you wake up, your doorknob's just gone. Like, that never happens to me. Shit's fucking crazy. One of my childhood friends is now a licensed homosexual. He's a licensed homosexual. He came out, so now he has a license to suck dick and talk about sucking dick publicly and all that gay shit. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Not gonna lie, I truly don't care. This nigga's been my boy since I was 11 years old. If he wants to do that, that's fucking. Like, I'm his boy. But, not gonna lie, he did give me like this long, drawn out speech like I didn't already know. You know what I mean? Like, he was always one of those dudes that felt the need to tell you how straight he was. Like, all the time. For no reason. Like, I remember one time I asked this nigga, I was like, yo, I'm about to go to the movies with Manny and Chris, bro. You trying to come? He's like, I ain't going with y'all niggas. I got bitches. I'm like, nobody said you didn't. You never said you didn't. I remember one time he came up to me, on a random day he came up to me, he's like, hey Ronnie, I bet I could do more push-ups than you. I was like, okay. You probably can, I guess, right? He's like, nah, push-up contest right now. Let's go, nigga. I was like, okay. Can we not do this at my son's funeral? Can we please wait till the funeral's over? Oh, y'all ain't like that one. It's too dark. All right, I'll be nice. I'll be nice. You guys want to hear a dumb joke?
Yeah.
Woo! Okay, I will do this one. I hate online shopping. I hate online shopping, don't like it. Reason why is because when you shop online, you can't see the things that you're paying for. You always have to read the product reviews to know if it's any good. You ever notice how product reviews don't have shit to do with the product? You ever notice that? Like, you could be looking at anything on Amazon. You could be looking at a t-shirt, and there's one guy in the review section like, I bought this for my wife 2 years ago. She fucked my brother! 1 star, like that has nothing to do. Had nothing to do with the shirt at all. Just wanted to know if you had a large. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
The real Ronnie Smith, hilarious stuff here. Check him out on social media, you know, great comedian. All right, we're gonna keep it going with the laughs. Can we get Ari Shield up? Ari Shield, give it up, give it up, give it up for Ari Shield.
Keep it going for Matt, keep it going for Ronnie, keep it going for yourselves. You guys are the troopers. Staying here till late. We have real troops. But you guys, I believe in you guys.
God bless.
Yeah, it's nice. It's getting nice outside.
Yeah.
Started playing basketball in the park again. But I have to walk through the playground every time, and there's this gate, and I get yelled at for not closing it, even though it's like 2 feet high and opens from both sides. It's like, this is only stopping newborns and children with no arms.
Yeah.
Like, put your kid on a leash, you know? I don't know, I grew up not in the city where we didn't have gates around playgrounds, and somehow I knew not to run into the street like a fucking idiot. I don't know. They say kids from New York are hard, you know, street smart. Apparently not, I don't know. I'm from Rhode Island, also known as the balls of Massachusetts. Yeah, I had a weird week, man. I found out that my girlfriend is my cousin.
Oh. Yikes.
Right? You don't go to jail for incest, right? I don't know, this is the second time this has happened to me, too. It's crazy, I don't know. Here's the thing about dating your cousin. I think if it takes longer than 5 seconds to explain how you're related, it's fair game. Alright, ready? You have a timer? Alright. Our grandfather is the same person. 4 seconds? Fuck, I'm going to jail. I don't know, man. That's what happens when your dating pool is restricted to the Jews who didn't die. My family is super into preserving the bloodlines, like we're the British royal family. Like, a friend of mine married a non-Jewish girl, and his family cut him off from the family cell phone plan.
It sounds more American than it sounds Jewish.
This guy said that sounds more American than it sounds Jewish. That's funny, yeah. He's got to pay his own Verizon bill now like a goddamn orphan.
I mean, in Appalachia, the cell phone service doesn't work, right? In Portugal.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I have a lot of Hasidic Jewish friends, and they'll wear fur hats and coats in the middle of the summer, but refused to wear masks because they're uncomfortable. The height of the pandemic, I was talking to a Hasidic friend of mine. He said, "Oh, I see you still believe in wearing the mask." And I said, "Oh, I see you still believe in cosplaying as Europe before the Holocaust." Really going for the gut punches here. KGB, Red Room. Yeah, I don't know. I know that's like a really fucked up thing to say. But my dad is a Holocaust survivor. That's my like get out of jail free. I like bringing that up after I make a fucked up Holocaust joke. And you know, I shouldn't talk about it because it's, you know, it's not a nice, I don't know, you guys trying to have a fun night out. But yeah, I mean, my dad was a Holocaust survivor. I know I look like I'm a baby, like a slowly balding baby. But yeah, and his bedtime stories were way different than the ones other kids got. Like other kids got Goodnight Moon, and I got a speech about if it happened there, it could happen here. Other kids would get Bananas in Pajamas, and I would get The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. Oof. I love a good oof. That's how you know you're really connecting with an audience. My parents are big Zionists. They love the state of Israel. But I would never live there because I'm a heavy sleeper and rocket sirens don't have a snooze button. Ruh-roh. That is the best response I've ever gotten.
Wait, so you like rely on your dad's story for a lack of any character you present on your own, while at the same time talking shit about them for being ignorant and for being Zionist, even though your dad was a Holocaust.
No, I'm not saying he's ignorant for being Zionist. I just wouldn't want to live in Israel because there's rockets all the time. I'm not making a political statement. I just don't... I've lived in America for 27 years and no one's ever shot a rocket at me. I went to Israel for 2 weeks. A lot of rockets were shot at me. So I'm not trying to make any political statements, but you know something? When I was a kid in Jewish day school, they did teach us to always defend the state of Israel. I was raised in a propaganda, you know, summer camps and schools, and they gave us a list of accomplishments. Like Israel invented the cherry tomato.
Oh God, someone opened the fucking can of worms.
Yeah, it's a can of worms, and they gave us the cherry tomato. You know? I don't know. Here's my real problem with the cherry tomato, is who the fuck names a fruit after another fruit? You would never call a zucchini a cucumber pumpkin. Thank you very much. That's my time.
Ari Shield, the real Ari Shield, ladies and gentlemen. We had him with us. He was here. He did a live performance. Come on. Ari Shield, yes. Woo! He's with us. Give it up one more time for Philip, the Wolfman Librarian Marinovich, everybody, and the big feature. And he was telling me he was in the Red Room like 20 years ago, in like 2002, watching Philoctetes. Was that what it was?
I wrote it.
You wrote it. He did his own original plays in this room when it was a black box theater. So it's full circle here tonight on the eve of National Poetry Month. Every day is National Poetry Month, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, it's not just 1 month. Every day, every second, 24/7, 365, my life is National Poetry. So you can think about that on your way home. All right, but we've got some great performers. Can we get, all right, let's get Jordan Galland up. Jordan Galland, and then we've got Jason King. Jason King on deck. Gonna play some guitar, I think, for us. Big, oh yeah.
this microphone. That's my. Yes.
Out this piano ever since I saw it on the Easy Paradise YouTube page.
Definitely.
It looks so cool.
Alright, sorry.
Make sure. Yeah. Wow, it's almost like it would be cool to smoke a cigarette in here, right?
Yeah.
You can't stop me.
Yeah.
You could stop me.
I want to read one line from it.
Wow, right.
And then I'll bring
Who else has a 4.5-year-old that would wake them up in half an hour anyway? So you might as well be here.
Because this was like I wrote one line.
This is called Toy Telephone. I just called to say that I'm sorry that I left you in bed and went to a party. Every night is like a movie that stars me. Tortured artists or assholes are in. We, mom and dad, should send me to the army. I just called to see if you would answer and to say yes. I know that I've been a bastard. You were the only thing that really mattered. Sure, you're always flirting, but now I'm flirting with disaster. If this is